Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. My name is Rob, aka Lantern Noir, and we are gathered together to play some Dungeons and Dragons. In particular, we are in session 2 of the Bitter Victory. Hey, Rob, make a game for us because we want to play D&D on Saturdays game. And so that's what happens when you do it. We have an international cast, literally from all points around the globe, to hang out and have some fun. I'm going to turn things over to them for a round of introductions. Based on our green room conversation, I think our icebreaker today will be the character's breakfast drink of choice. So as we go around the table, who are you? Where do we find you? Who are you playing? And that person, that character, what do they have with their morning startup beverage? And we're just going to go around the table. So that other pond, the floor is yours.
Hi, everyone. I'm That Other Pond. I play Marie Vakari, who is the Imperial Princess and a paladin. I realize I've never said that before. She's a paladin. And her morning, so she's not a morning drinker. Definitely not. So she has a nice cup of tea in the morning. No alcohol for her. Yeah. And you can find me at That Other Pond, where I just stream basically nothing but D&D and Fire Emblem right now.
And there's nothing wrong with that.
No, I love it.
There's nothing wrong with that. That takes us over to Les.
Hello. I am playing Ellis Ballard, who is a variation on an Eldritch Knight. She also does not drink in the mornings, unlike myself. Because she's probably on the job. So she's just having black coffee with the person that she only works for. They're definitely not hooking up. And you can't find me anywhere, by the way, because I don't do anything. I'm just out here just vibing. Also with daylight savings, it's 10 p.m., not 11. Just so you know. Yeah. I got an hour back. It was cool.
The only redeeming value.
Yeah, that's it.
There you go.
And then we come on down to Daddy Wisdom.
Hello. So yes, name's Daryl, Daddy Wisdom across Twitch and social media and all that kind of thing. I'm the Reverend Boddington, who is a human sort of cleric who is kind of just motivated about just not being somewhere at the moment. What would the Reverend drink? I think he might be slightly drunk from the night before most of the time. So I would have thought he would definitely be on like something just that, like a bit of a pick. He'll either be doing Hair of the Dog if it's really bad, so a bit of small beer, or he will be doing the proper, rocket fuel coffee kind of thing as well. I think that's definitely his usual beverage choice. So that's definitely the Reverend, I reckon.
And then we come over to Snafu Al.
I'm Snafu Al, or just Snafu. I can be found at twitch.tv/Snafu Al, usually playing either Vermintide on a Thursday or Escape Rooms on Fridays. And I'm playing as Innis, a half-elf artificer whose morning drink of choice would be as much caffeine as he can cram into any orifice he has, because he has to keep up with his brain and his fingers are not fast enough.
We might have to stage an intervention within this, I think, at some point.
Or we just keep letting him drink caffeine and see what happens.
Yeah, that's true. It could go the other way. I like that. Yeah, for science.
Chemically induced haste.
Yeah. So we need you to be faster in it. See what happens.
All right. And Jenna, you're last but absolutely not the least.
Of course not. Jenna Daggers. I am playing Sadie, the bard lock who sold her soul for rock and roll. She would absolutely be drinking coffee, but have like half of it be coffee, half of it be whiskey.
Nice.
The entire table nods.
Yes, that checks out.
That's just okay. We can do that. My name is Rob, aka Lantern Noir, and I play everybody else. And somewhere around I have a schedule posted. So, but if you're here, you know where to find me because you're here. And I'm still processing how long it's been since I've been in this chair. I actually had to track down lights again because I had to move a bunch of things. But between getting sick and St. Patrick's Day, I have been so crazy busy that it's been a minute. And so it's good to get everyone back to the table. When we last left everyone, if I recall correctly, you had successfully survived a boarding effort on your little diplomatic ship, the Bitter Victory. I'm taking a look over here at the map. Everyone's kind of like found themselves in places. Alongside the Bitter Victory is a massive ship of war that has attempted to seize your vessel. The wow, words hard. I'll float in. The
We
thing
don't know.
the there it is. There it is. I just had to find it. The figurehead of said vessel is that of a skeletal fiddler reaching out with its bow. The crew of the Bitter Victory, unfortunately, have not fared as well as its passengers. And when we left off, we had up in one of the rooms to the front. So I'm kind of zooming in on the map over there. Ellis and the Reverend had just dispatched one of the last of the pirate crew from this front cabin.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
A lot of stuff happened.
She may have also fallen on her sword and
Several.
cut her own head off. So a little hard to
Women
say.
be like,
Strange things happen at sea, you know.
Yeah. It was dark.
Yeah. There's a lot of motion with the ship. There are 2 guards posted at the doors as they're watching the rest of the crew surrender on the main deck. Innes had snuck down into the engine room because having an artificer aboard a ship means you get to do things like have backup engines, where he was planning something, maybe. And for some reason, you had actually left Lady Marie unattended in the...
she's in the stairwell.
We can see
She
it.
was in the stairwell.
Look, I can look up into what's going on.
I'm looking at the map. I see 3 people in one
What the
spot, 1 person
fuck?
somewhere else, and 1 person by her. No, don't you be sneaking up there. That's not how that works.
I left them in the stairwell. What they did after that is their own thing.
Wandering off.
I had to briefly interrogate. It was just a shame what happened to her. I got there and she had no head. It's crazy. It's crazy.
Makes it very hard to interrogate someone.
I think she overhead beam really hard.
Sailing is
Right.
dangerous work. Things happen.
Yeah.
Things happen if you're not careful.
You're not wrong.
That's where we left off, where we were. Let me get my notes where I can see them. Yep, and those are those notes. At this stage, as you're looking as wherever you can look from, and we will assume for the sake of argument, the Lady Marie has the good sense not to stand directly below the hatch above, to be spotted that she has moved out of the way so that it's not obvious that she's down there. Whoop.
I forgot about the hatch.
Yeah. As reminders, some features of the ship. You have the cargo hatch here that is open. As much as Marie can look up and see what's going on above, people can look down and see what's happening below. And then there is this hatchway that leads down below decks. So there are 2 ways to get below decks on this ship. One is the stairwell that you guys are currently holding. The other being this hatchway right here that leads straight down into the passenger cabins.
Lit.
Fortunately, for those that are able to observe the goings-on on the main deck, no one seems to be moving in those general directions yet.
Let's go.
Most of the crew, Well, most of the crew are dead. Those that have survived are currently being held prisoner on the main deck directly above you. You can see various cutthroats and brigands moving about. Is anyone doing anything in particular, or is the scene unfolding?
I would like to put some boxes against the door so they have a little bit of an obstacle course if they try to storm the room that we're in.
On a scale from 1 to 10, how stealthy are you being about this?
Maybe like a solid 6.5.
I would like to stop her before she does that. I have, yeah. So, yeah. So Ella sees that she's going to start moving stuff, and she is definitely going to reach for Sadie. Okay, we don't have to do it like that. And she's gonna say, I need you to do me a favor.
What's
and
that?
It's critical.
Carry on.
I need you, so this lady on the floor they have intention to take whatever precious cargo that we have on the ship. I can think of nothing more precious than the heir to the throne, and
Adorable.
I need you to disguise her.
Oh, hell yeah, I can do that.
I would really appreciate it if you did that for me.
I can do that. I definitely will never bring this up in conversation ever again about how you owe me a favor. Yeah,
Sure.
I'll go ahead and get to work on that. I have like charcoal eyeliner. I'm like making her real grungy looking. Get some
Maybe
dirt
do
on
it.
the floor.
Maybe in a discreet location that's not.
Yeah, like that's not
within
near the house.
view
I'm like,
of-
hey, let's go into the fucked up kitchen that we destroyed a little bit.
Okay, we'll duck you two back into the kitchen and get you working on that.
Are there any like sauces in this kitchen? I could like dye her hair because it looks like it's white. So
Some sort of like
some
saffron
like good
spices,
ketchup dye, maybe some Kool-Aid.
Not even going to tell her
Really
what you're
don't.
doing.
No.
Quick barbecue
I don't
dye
even say
job.
I'm like, hey, you come with me.
I mean, at the very least, you're going to smell great. But yeah.
No, not the hair, not the hair. What do I know why this is happening?
Surprise.
Why are you touching me?
You need to not be you, and I am helping that happen.
Okay, okay.
Look, there's people up there. They want you. They either want you dead or they want to hold you hostage. We're gonna make you not look like you. Or like put some like slouch in your posture. Be a scumbag. Embrace it.
I'll just think of you.
Thank you. I'm a good teacher.
Nice.
I would like to briefly duck my head down and say, you need to do something about your hair.
I hold up a ketchup bottle.
That will stay and smell and red.
Is there any blood on the floor?
No, the ketchup is not red. It's mushroom ketchup.
Mushroom ketchup.
It's a deep, deep brown gray.
See, there we go.
I can accept that. Will it smell?
Mushroom,
I hate mushrooms.
Earthy.
yeah. Earthy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, unless you have shoe polish. Shoe
I don't
polish
think
would
I do.
Over hair. Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess brown it is.
There we go.
Those guards by the just outside that hatchway, are they aware of us at all?
Thanks to the rolling of the ship and the general chaos of a boarding action, they seem mostly content to make sure none of the captured crew on the deck make a run for the door.
Okay.
and try to fight and try to like escape below decks. I'm also going to, just for the fun of it, I'm going to add another guard over there
Yeah,
at
you
the other
should.
door.
There's more than 3 though, right? Like
Oh yeah.
from what we can see, yeah. Okay.
How
We know
many?
that it's a shitload.
Currently on your ship, I would say actually at this point, just for the sake of keeping things sane and full disclosure, I'll drop that and I'll drop that as the current number of boarded, and there's probably around 6 to 7 survivors of the crew that they've got lined up that they're talking to.
Are they tied up, the survivors?
Not yet, no.
Are there any
this
liquor
would-
bottles around?
Yeah, no.
Oh, okay.
Where they're standing in the kitchen, can they hear the conversation that's going on up top?
Yes.
Hell yeah.
What are they saying?
Yeah. What are the words?
Like,
I'm just like,
They can hear it. No, I'm not going to tell you.
At the current moment, the focus is on which of the current crew of the Bitter Victory are willing to join the Fiddler's Due, and which are going to refuse the opportunity. There's some back and forth on it. Most of the captured crew are not responding. Mostly out of just like that, like, I don't want part of this. I'm not engaging in this. I don't recognize your authority, kind of like just that shutdown mode you go into. As they kind of banter back and forth a bit. At one point, you can hear a shout from a distance away, which which you can't completely make out, and you can see the one that looks the most in charge, an incredibly large woman, broad-shouldered, who turns and shouts back that they have yet to find any cargo that warrants a diplomatic flag.
Okay.
One of the capture crew speaks up at this and says, there's no ambassador aboard. We're an emissary. We simply are carrying imperial papers of little to no value outside of a court.
So I hear this, right?
You do.
Am I all disguised now, smelling like mushrooms and everything?
Sure.
Okay. I would like to scuttle off to my room, but like go around the edges so I'm not seen,
Okay.
and immediately start writing papers and putting the imperial seal on a bunch of stuff. It's all gibberish.
Hey, proper wax seal. You just stand there with a candle going, drip
Yeah,
faster.
exactly. And I would then like to chuck the seal out the window. Very like, or hide it. That might be easier. Just hide it.
Hide is very probable. I think you would struggle to chuck your ring out a window.
That's fair.
Like, there'd be a moment where you're like, and this has got to,
Give it to
I
me.
need that.
just,
you
you're
give it to
telling me I can
Comfy.
throw a head out the window, but she can't
I asked
throw
first.
a
I asked first. Excuse me.
Damn. Fair. Big mood.
You will deprive us of an adorable duck with a ring, but that's fair.
is Sadie following during this?
Yeah, I'm kind of just like staring. I'm like, what's happened here?
Okay.
Well, we need evidence that we have reason to fly a diplomatic flag. I'm creating evidence for that. It's quite simple.
So we're not gonna fight. It seems like
Um,
bullshit, but okay.
By all means, you can go ahead and start a fight, and we're easily outnumbered, and you'll probably die in the process.
Majestically.
Some might call it other words, but yes.
I just can't help noticing that those guards by the hatches are not looking at me right now. And I do have sneak attack. But, you know, that might be an escalation of the situation.
You think?
Murder!
Charlie stabbing someone in the back through an open window is an escalation. Although again,
General life advice there.
but again, international cast norms are different.
Yeah.
I'm sure somewhere someone's like, well, I don't know, just slip a scorpion in his boot. That's what we do down here.
Yeah, but if it kind of then rallies the troops in the middle, they might decide that they could. If there's only 5 of them there, and even if it was 1-on-1, they might feel while they're all getting all distracted by the hullabaloo.
Possibly.
That there's a sort of a Braveheart moment or something going on here. I don't know. So.
As you are discussing this,
I was gonna say I want to go and check on the women because I don't think I'd leave them for too long by themselves.
okay. So you're going to head down the stairs,
If I
creep
can
along
just-
the outside,
Just get it all up in that.
and get down to there-ish, and kind of check on things. That makes good, because it's very wise to leave the Reverend alone.
Well, he'll be right.
I'm just saying, if we had liquor bottles, we could make Molotov cocktails and just set people or the ship on fire.
All the shit.
Well,
We are on the ship.
he's
Or the other ship.
the Reverend is clearly some level of intoxicated. I don't know if you watched him in that last fight. So I'm sure he knows where something is.
So you
I
support
would
the
appreciate
Molotov
it
cocktails.
if you checked on him.
It's difficult to make a Molotov cocktail out of a keg.
All right, fine.
Underneath my cloak, I might have a little snifter.
We don't want to go into what's underneath your cloak.
Well, it could be, a bottle or something. Little pick me up.
Do you still have the whatever this it's like a ring, right? That you can't get rid of. That's the
Yeah.
thing that you want to get rid of.
Yeah. It's like a
You can't have that. So you
Imperial-
will need to
signet
get
ring.
rid of it.
Give it to Confit.
I was gonna say, what if he eats it?
He might.
I mean,
again, I can't get rid of it.
Okay, so
Why
then it'll
not?
just be in him for a day or two, and then
literally,
yeah.
exactly. I think that's clever thinking.
You think a duck is clever thinking.
Well, if you need it so much, then why not put it somewhere where you'll get it back?
If he eats it, she hands it to Ellis specifically. Decide what to do with it and get it back to me later.
Why do you need it back?
It is the only proof I have right now of my status. I look entirely different, and
Smell like mushrooms.
I smell like mushrooms. It's horrible. And when we do finally make it to our destination, I do have to represent myself.
I trust Sadie's thinking in this.
I'm sure you do.
Do we have any bread to make them?
On that note, I'm gonna go check on the Reverend.
On the way to the kitchen, can you find some bread to put the ring in to make it more palatable to the duck?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe there's a
Yeah,
little
I've given the
biscuit or,
ring
some
to.
crumpets.
I've given you. You've got the ring. It's
That's a
yours.
talented duck. Not the first time it's had to stash loot, is it?
No.
I get this. No.
No.
Didn't
I would
quite-
also.
This is a rodeo
briefly
we've
like-
done many times before.
Yeah.
I would briefly like to say to my bae, would it be the worst thing if you disappeared? Really?
No, but there is work that needs to be done as well. We've talked about this, but I do like the idea for a momentary break.
Cool.
As one does.
Why have I got the theme, the pulp song "Common People" in my head right now?
As you are discussing this, another of the enemy crew comes out of the captain's cabin. And he's holding a brazier that's got smoke wafting up out of it. Found this in the captain's cabin. Looks like a bunch of papers were torched as we approached. And the boarding crew, the bosun that seems to be in charge, swears. There's nothing left for us here then. Whatever papers this ship was carrying probably went up in that smoke. And she looks back over at the ship they arrived on. Captain, what do you want us to do with them? And there's some shouting back. And then she starts to go down the line of the crew if they wish to join or be taken prisoner. The first several say that they're, just shake their heads. About the third gentleman down looks up and says he'll join. And
Damn it, Brian. I always knew I never trusted Brian.
Fucking Brian.
Oh, yeah. God damn it, Brian. All right.
And he's told to stand. And then they continue down the line. Nobody else agrees. And so those that did not agree are taken, and they're escorted across onto the other ship, leaving just Brian standing there. After
Can I check on my progress with the engines?
You can do whatever you want, whenever you want.
Did you say that they took the other people onto the big ship?
Yep.
Okay.
They're starting to. If you want to interrupt at any time, feel free to. But they
I'm
will.
going to trigger the engines.
Okay.
I don't know where they are in relation to anything, but I've been working on this.
You just, bam. Okay.
This will help. This might help.
Are we going from like 0, like easing it up? Are we going 0 to max speed? Are we?
Floor it.
I'm flooring it. And this is still panicking from the fight last time.
Yeah.
And when in doubt, machines will help. Please don't let this kill us.
Okay. That's a vibe. What I'm gonna need, I don't know what I need. I need more alcohol. I'm okay. I need everybody to give me a dex save. That'll work.
Is that including myself?
No, because you know this is happening.
Okay.
You have the time to like kind of lean back and go, okay, what are we doing here? Whereas everyone else does not have that benefit.
Surprise.
Murray's too angry to think about catching herself.
She's just gonna flop.
That's what I'm here for. It's a nice bed there.
I smell like mushrooms. I fed my ring to a duck, and now I'm on the floor. This is just great.
Standard day.
I click the dexterity button. Is that right?
Click the underneath the dexterity buttons. There's that little box that says saving throws. And then you click on the one that says Dex, which for the Reverend Boddington version 2.0 would be, it has a +5 on it.
He's sober.
Well, he's a rogue.
Or maybe he's just stumbling perfectly in time with the ship.
It's lit.
Where the hell? Why am I looking? Sorry.
Oh, you're fine. Hang on. I got a thing I can do here. Yoink. Do you have Discord open?
I do, yeah.
Blink.
Boom.
It's that box.
Ah, right. Yeah. Can't see for looking, as they say.
That's
right.
it. There's a lot of things going on.
Exactly. So if I click my dex button, +5, boom.
Boom. There's your dex save.
12.
And that is one of the weird things that when you're getting the hang of D&D, there's the saves and there's the checks. The check is, I'm just going to use my dexterity. And then the save is, I'm going to use my dexterity, but I'm generally good at this sort of thing. Which for rogues, intelligence and dexterity are their two big ones. And I have no idea how the multi-classing works once your cleric level catches up with your rogue level.
That bridge later.
I have no. I just trust D&D Beyond isn't going to do anything weird.
Yeah, it calculates everything for you. It's amazing.
Yeah, I just have faith that it's not going to be broken. So sweet. Everyone did fine except Lady Marie. Not bad. Who we agreed makes sense is probably going to be completely off guard by the ship lurching forward suddenly, and there will be some anime comic-esque crashing in the cabin. We'll let y'all fill that in as necessary. I will also take a brief moment to mention that in Trails of Cold Steels 1, 2, and 3, all of them open within the first 15 minutes of somebody ending up face first in somebody else's cleavage. I'm almost afraid to see what happens when I start 4. Like, how often do they go back to that particular well?
How can you escalate that trope, and why do we not want to see that? Or want to see it? I'm not going to judge.
They don't even escalate it. They just keep going back to it. Anyway,
that is a well. Yeah,
that's
go back to that.
The ship lurches forward, and you watch as everyone on the deck kind of starts to, stumble back and forth with surprise. The boarding crew is somewhat immediately thrown into disarray, as there seems to be confusion as to whether or not they should head back to their ship or start moving below decks to see who they missed.
Nothing to see here.
The ship's going to start to move. I think at this point, the people who are aboard are going to focus on, getting you guys off the ship, if they can find you. They're going to collect their footing. You have kept yours. You have an opportunity to take some actions before they figure out which way they're going.
First things first, I'm just going to cast mage armor on myself with my armor of shadows, so I don't have to use any components or a spell slot.
Yay, warlocks. That's going to kick your AC to what?
That's a good question.
Okay. I'll let you look. Let me know when you find it.
13.
Anybody else doing anything interesting or provoking?
I'm just going to kick it up to 15. Sorry to interrupt.
You're fine.
Right. Is there some sort of visual effect that I'm observing at this point?
Visually?
I'm shiny.
You're shiny. Oh, wow, yeah. That's fancy, that is. I feel maybe it's time to deal. I see they're quite distracted. Do you think maybe these two might need to go away a bit?
I mean, I'm down to murder, but there's 1, 2, 3, 4.
But they're going to be just the others are going to see that we're, it feels like we're going to be outpacing whatever is next to us. If we, it's that bloody Innis again, isn't it? Yeah, I know what's going on here. He's done something. So I can't imagine anybody's going to keep up with us. So I think we need to clean house.
I'm fine with that.
Yeah. I mean, they don't know we're here. I mean, I could just do a little bit of a stabby. I don't know. What do you reckon?
So I'm less stabby, more blasty.
Well, yeah,
which
go
does make a little bit of a noise. And
follow your heart here, yeah. Just go with whatever you feel is natural, my child. God bless you.
I could make you invisible while you do the stabby, so you can do the stabby even more stealthily. Yeah.
Oh, I like that. I am actually very, very drunk, so I could do that. Actually.
Yeah, it does not make you silenced. So
that's fine. They'll just think it's a ghost. It's all right. Yeah.
Sober.
I will cast invisibility on him.
Okay.
I do believe at this point. I mean, how reachable is that one who's immediately in front of me?
All you have to do is pull open the door, and their back is right to you.
Can I make use of that? I believe, looking at what I've got, I can. My bonus action is two weapon fighting. Yeah, so I can attack twice. How does that work with sneak attack?
I'll let you make an attack you'll get a surprise round once we start combat. But
Okay.
my impression right now is there's been some whispering, a little bit of like, and then Boddington kind of watches as his body disappears into a black ephemeral cloud of shadow.
Nice.
Meanwhile, what
Nice.
is Innis doing now that the ship is at full tilt? The little lever is now marked where it says flak speed.
No, right. That's not shaking itself apart. That is still working. This gauge up here is painted on. Right. I should check on everyone else. I'm upstairs. Right, upstairs. Panic attack over. He's going to start making his way to rejoin up in the middle deck where he last saw everyone.
Okay, that is doable. And then checking in on the Lady Maria as she picks herself up off the deck.
She's quite flustered. Has no idea, like, really what caused that. Other than guessing that it could be Innis. Is there a plan that I missed? She's asking Ellis.
I not that I know of, but Ellis is definitely going to cast some armor spell as well, because she vibes like they're out there starting some shit.
Yeah.
So
Kind of know immediately. Yeah.
You know, when you take two semi-level-headed people and you put them in a room together and you leave everybody else on their own, we really should have seen this one coming. Like,
And you saw how much I was drinking this evening as
Yeah.
well.
And I'm a menace, so putting the menace and the drunk together.
wasn't bad, you know.
I'm gonna message Alice and be like, "Hey, we're gonna start stabbing people. Okay, bye."
Yeah.
In my head,
Yeah,
No.
message.
Actually, would it even be like just like emojis, like dagger, 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 XX?
Little kissy face at the
nice.
end.
Yeah,
you know what it means. You know.
That's one way around the 25 word limit.
I will.
There's a coffin in there.
She's definitely gonna relay that message. They're definitely getting in a fight.
This is stupid. They're
They're
good.
We can only deal with what we're given. We wouldn't.
So are you saying we need to fight as well?
What would you like to do instead?
We have no choice now. So, all right.
Then why are you asking?
I
I'm
don't-
covered in like frost. Like the spell I used is like my fucking armor is like it's cold, girl. You're like, are we ready to fight? And I'm like,
Yep.
temporary hit points.
All right. Let's go. Let's. I suppose we should take this hatch up, or at least as soon as they start fighting.
let's hold and just see where they come from before we advance.
All right. I'll follow your lead. I'm just a normal person now, so.
I'm gonna pay for this later.
Yes, you are.
Girl.
Aha.
Sometimes you have to play the hand you're dealt, even if that hand is dealt from 4 different card games, none of which actually work together.
Okay, so here's the good news. When the crap finally hits the fan, Boddington is prepared to do something. I'm assuming that something is to throw open the door and just stabbity.
I've got a short sword, so I'll probably just kind of backstab them if I can.
Okay, here's the fun part. Having attained 4th level of rogue before you found the Lord, or pretended to find the Lord, and the Lord found you. It's a gray area.
Ish.
Someone found someone.
I might have been drinking that evening. I don't know. Anyway.
Here's the fun part. You have assassinate, which means that you have advantage on an attack roll against a creature that hasn't taken a turn in combat yet. He hasn't. And any hit you score is a guaranteed critical.
And with assassinate, you can do sneak attack damage because you have advantage.
Yes.
Rogues
Which is
are
also
fun.
a critical. So that is where this is going
Somebody's
to
dead?
Start.
Somebody's dead.
Well, it's
Sneak
Somebody's
attack
dead.
criticals from a rogue.
If they're
Just
not
remind
dead
you,
yet,
I have
they're on
drunk
the
an
door of
awful
being
lot
dead.
of beer this evening. Let's never say anybody's dead until they're dead, you know?
it's a pretty good chance that you're going to succeed on this. How many did I actually drop on this thing for you to have to take out? Ooh.
6 at the moment.
What are the... Hang on. Let me do some math.
Plus Brian is what's Brian's like. The crew is on their way
Brian.
off to the other ship when that's a good question. What happened when the ship lurched forward to the people who were trying to leave the boat?
Several of them fell overboard.
Cool. Losers.
Most of them were able to cling to the new ship
All right, yeah.
Okay,
for dear life.
Bon voyage. You know.
You know what?
We gotta go.
You guys can handle 5 of them.
I think it feels like it's evened it out a little bit now that we know there's no reinforcements coming.
Okay. What do you mean no reinforcements coming?
Well, I assume we're outstripping the pace of the big ship. Yeah.
Oh, that's so sweet of you.
Oh.
We just got a head start, but it is significantly bigger than us.
All right. So we've got.
It has a lot of canvas to put out, but we'll deal with that in a moment. Right now,
Okay.
you get to roll an attack roll.
Okay, cool. What button am I pressing?
Let's see. Under actions, take your short sword, click on the +5. And if you miss, do it again.
16.
That's not going to... shouldn't miss. Better not miss. These guys aren't that hard to hit, are they? No, they're not hard to hit. They're just
If you've got
beefy.
advantage, it's worth rolling again, even if you hit, because you might crit.
But he already crits, because he's
Oh,
assassinated.
he already crits, guaranteed crits, yeah.
So now you have to click your damage dice twice.
Awesome. Where's my damage dice?
The ones right next to him. So
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you remember
Right.
all this.
I'm getting there.
We're
Right. So
getting
this is the D6 plus 2, yeah?
D6 plus 2,
3.
and then you do it again,
That's 5 plus.
because that automatic crit. So that's 12. Then,
Yeah.
oh, you can click crit. I did not know that. Then go down and find where it says sneak attack,
Yes.
and right click on that and click crit damage,
Wow.
or hit it twice. I don't care.
Let's do 2 flat rolls. Should we do
Okay.
2 D6. All right.
So more dice
7.
hit the table.
7 plus 5. There you go.
24. That's a healthy opening shot. We're gonna do some rounding, and that dude is dead.
Cool. May you rest in peace, your pieces, apparently. Yeah. Right.
Just to clarify too, with invisibility, if you attack, does the invisibility stop?
I think it's only if you cast spells, but I could be wrong.
I think it does stop if you...
So at the moment, all they've just seen is this person just simply just have a sword appear out of his chest
Yeah.
and just then disappear, and he's just dropped to the ground. Actually, do your weapons remain invisible as part of this?
the spell ends for a target that attacks or casts a
Yeah.
spell.
Yep.
Okay. I'm just reading that too.
It was a gorgeous
fine.
opening though.
Yeah, exactly.
But
It's
is my sword visible, or is it covered by the invisibility?
It is covered in goo.
goo.
It's covered until you hit him, and then the invisibility stops.
So they can see. So there'd be a floating sword if I was to.
It's
No,
more of one of those.
your invisibility stops.
Yeah, it's more one of those like he kind of like blood bursts from his chest.
Yeah.
And then slowly the shadows coalesce into your form as you stand there, and his body drops to the deck in front of you.
All right. Okay.
Surprise.
Okay.
Hello.
I'll say, repent, sinners.
Do me a huge favor though, Jenna. Can you quickly throw down a wisdom check?
Check? Yeah.
I would love if you would do that.
Is this just to see if you realize if this is a good idea?
Okay,
Absolutely.
so
I never know. I never think anything's a good
the
idea. I do
DM's
them
gonna
anyway.
the DM's gonna fiat something kind of fun here, and if you all don't like this, complain about it later to me in Discord, or just message it to Pond. Yeah.
Your customer service is
You're important in my games. I want to give you responsibilities. Filtering people whining about my decisions is your job.
All right, I will just then take those notes and then dump them on you in a very harsh way.
Fair enough.
Nice.
I'm just kidding.
Jenna, I kind of didn't like this. Pond's translation. Jenna is really pissed and thinking about quitting the game.
Everything is terrible.
Fair. Okay. The door swings open. Boddington completely catches the guy completely unawares and dispatches him in rapid form. He lets out a bit of a belch and then grins and then disappears into a cloud of black smoke. As that is the moment Sadie goes, it would be smarter to burn my high-level spell slot on invisibility after his initial attack action.
Probably. Probably.
So now he's back to invisible. And now I need initiative from everybody.
Cool. Where's initiative?
9.
Ew.
Ew.
There
Why
it
ooze?
is. Initiative plus 7, boom.
Oh dear.
We really just need Boddington to not roll an 8.
I rolled an 8 because I'm very drunk.
Literally rolled an 8.
I'm just.
What the heck?
That was not a good roll there.
Oh.
How many natural ones were just rolled?
More than should have been.
None. I got a +0, so
I got a 1. Plus 2.
Oh,
So
you
3.
guys.
We're doing great.
I'm very drunk with episodes of extreme violence. That's all I've got going for me at the moment.
Is that how that works?
Well, when the Reverend's got a holy rage upon him, you know.
Okay, this is still a surprise round, so you've got some opportunities. So they haven't had a chance to act yet. What exactly is Ellis planning to do in these next few moments?
Who didn't get a chance to move yet? 2 and 4.
This is a surprise round. So
Surprise
Oh,
round.
okay.
So, yeah, because they're surprised they don't get to do anything this round.
Yep.
What the fuck do you want me to do?
their
Like,
action is
I'm
question
just
marks.
vibing. Is the hatch open or closed?
Currently is closed.
Can I lock it? Not from my side, hey.
Sure.
I want to lock the hatch.
You can pull down the rope that you used to pull it down and wrap a dagger around it and jam it into the
Yep.
the boards up there.
Would that be my whole...
That sounds like a solid 6 seconds.
Okay, cool. Yeah,
If
that's
If
the
I
play-by-play.
does that allow people to kind of like locate where I am, or is there just too much hubbub going on at the moment?
Right now, as far as you know, they have not seen you because they can't. But-
Because I was thinking about shouting down the hatch and saying, "Little help, Ellis." Is it? Yeah.
Oh, come on, we got this.
Yeah. No disrespect. No disrespect to you, of course. But you know, but a couple, you know.
No disrespect to you, but I need to call in your ex. Yeah.
Hey, you know, it's just. Yeah, look, I'll never hear the end of it if there's a fight going down and we didn't invite her. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Fair.
Yeah. Yeah, help, Alice.
All right.
So while you're jamming, you're aware that stuff is going down upstairs now.
What is Sadie doing in these moments besides debating about Alice's involvement?
And then I started blasting.
Is that an Always Sunny in Philadelphia reference?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I like you. Have you been watching season 12?
I have not. I am very behind. I've been prepping my D&D campaign too much to do anything. So yeah, I'm a decent little blasty hand action. I'm gonna go like right next to his ear and just like blast him in the ear. Yep.
Option this. Kind of thing.
Let's see. $15?
That'll hit.
Nice. Okay, so that's the first beam. Okay, so what I want to do is like put one hand here and one hand here, and then like I kind of clap it, and then when I clap him on the ears, like the Eldritch Blast, you know.
All right, take your second shot then.
And blow his head up.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do.
We just
What it's like when Eldritch blasts collide.
everybody's losing their head today, pardon the
That one's not good. That's a 9. The second one.
It's not going to be as effective as you would like it to be.
Yeah. For my bonus action.
That's what happens when you fire Eldritch Blast with your offhand.
Yeah. Bonus action. Do I want to do a bonus action?
2. That's 2.
Yeah, fuck it. How alive is he looking?
2/3.
Okay, yeah, fuck it. I'll bonus action hex him.
He is hexed.
Which means I get to do a d6. 5 necrotic damage. And he has disadvantage on any ability checks.
Okie dokie. Tacking that on. The Reverend now has his first action in combat.
Cool. And nobody can see me, as it were.
Nope, you are perfectly invisible.
Okay.
They will not see you until you take an aggressive action.
Aggression.
Through
No,
the,
or not.
I'm just thinking through the frog. He's still a fighter, you know. He's still instincts kicking in, you know, and he probably doesn't want to reveal himself. I was wondering if I can kind of that one right in the middle. Is that the captain?
No,
Or
she's
the general?
more
the
of like she's ranking somewhere.
G?
Because
What she look like?
I know, I was about to ask
Throwing all
too.
the badass ladies
Is
at
she
us.
as hot as
Like,
the hot one that we
Yeah.
beheaded?
That you beheaded.
We'll find out in a moment. Well, actually, I think can you just
I've heard of wanting to get head from a hot lady, but that's ridiculous.
hey,
You want me to roll a d20? Just for history's sake?
Oh God. Either way, are we charging in? And so upon whom? Sadie is currently like mano a mano with one of them. But you do have like you can get the drop on the bosun. You can get right up behind her as she's looking around, figuring out which way is up. She's also standing on the cargo grid.
Drop the cargo grid.
that might be a good one. Because again, would that be considered an attack upon them to reveal myself?
No.
Okay. Is there anything then that I have in my armory that would perhaps weaken the integrity of said grid? Just bashing it in some way.
You could chuck a dagger through the lock mechanism.
And that could be what? That could actually, we think that's got possibilities, yeah?
Well, as long as you don't miss.
Okay. Let's have this. Let's have a very drunk Reverend Boddington
Throwing knives around the inside of the ship. Genius.
just have a go. Wow, I've got this. Hang on. All right. Right. So,
Where is the lock mechanism?
Does he know?
It's somewhere
Just out
around
of-
the edge.
Just out of curiosity, where? Yeah.
It's that. I think it's that knobbly bit on the edge.
Yeah.
Right.
That thingy
So,
that keeps it
I'm going to
together.
go for it. So I'm going to go and try and like take the clasp off that in itself would release that and have them fall onto the tables below.
That's a good plan. Roll me an attack roll.
Okay, which button am I pressing?
It's
here?
you're throwing your dagger.
Because you're invisible, so you could probably just run and do it.
That's true. Could I just approach up to it and like not have to worry about
Missing?
accuracy?
Yeah, you probably
Listen.
could.
Yeah. That's very sensible.
Okay, you could do that. That takes some of the fun out, but go for it. But yeah, as that action, they are going to fall below down onto the tables.
Do they take damage?
That's a good question. I don't know. Let's see.
How high are they falling from?
It's only about 10 feet.
All right.
There's a bit of a surprise. So yeah, I'll go ahead and I'll throw a little bit of damage onto each of them for that. Assuming they miss their deck saves. And they very much do. All right.
Okay.
They take a little fall damage.
At
And
this
that
point,
then
am
takes
I-
us to...
Is that me done? You say me, I haven't got.
That's your thing. That was your 6 seconds.
Right.
Sneaky, 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 sneaky. Pull the lever.
Well, I'm
Full.
still invisible. I'm still invisible.
Still invisible.
Awesome.
The important things.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, there's your picture for the Fiddler's Bosun.
Yep.
Yeah, she's fine.
Yeah.
What the hell did I sign up for?
Oh,
Still
yeah.
still isn't her surprise round, which
I'm gonna take my 6 seconds to admire. No, I'm kidding.
how are you doing?
Trying to remember, see if I remember who she is. Flat on her back like that. I'm just trying to,
Wait, from this angle.
I need to know what Innes is up to.
Completing his jog up the stairs. Then panicking because there's people here he doesn't remember. Oh, God.
Who's that? They look important.
I'm guessing is the Fist of Thug Guard? No.
The fist is the
Knife's
bosun.
Thug Guard, the Fist of the Bosun.
Fist is the bosun.
Uh,
And
Do you still have your gun? Didn't you have a gun
yeah,
last
this
time?
is within an hour. So, yes.
He's got the gun.
I have 2 guns.
Oh, shit.
Well, one is a wand with a pistol grip, but close enough. He is going to quickly turn a little dial on his pistol gripped wand and fire off a firebolt
Okay.
at the bosun. 'Cause I think
The hot one?
from the
2.0?
angles, he's too scared to. She's too pretty. Oh, God. Also, it's more the angles as he come up the stairs. She's the
Big
first one
mood.
he sees.
Yep.
It's like, oh, people aren't supposed to be here. Ah, get away.
Blam. Reasonable. So how does the attack go?
Curly.
Whizzing past her shoulder.
Rip.
In which case, it's time for the harder gun.
The-
The gun of innocent gun.
oh dear. So this would be
Which
your
is a
Eldritch
ranged
Cannon.
spell attack. Yep.
All right, roll it.
Bonus action ranged spell attack. So I guess I'll just make use of the same roll. It'll say firebolt. It's actually
Yep. That's fine. That'll definitely hit her.
18. That does 2d8 force damage and pushes
Blam.
away by 5 feet.
Okay, there's her 5-foot push. And the damage is going to be...
I'll roll it on the flamethrower because it's the same damage.
But it's
It's really
force.
inconvenient. Sorry?
But it's
Oh,
force
except
damage.
it's force. Yeah, it's force instead of fire.
Yep. And then we get to see what Marie's doing.
14 damage.
Jeez.
Big guns.
Nice.
It's gun with 2 ends. It gets its own name.
Nice.
I gotta reset my dice catcher. There it goes. Okay, number 3 is still collecting his thoughts, which takes us to the Lady Marie.
Hello. So she's going to step out of the room and kind of gather what's going on in the situation here. Can she make it to the attractive one? Let's see. I need my little nudging tool.
She's
30
gonna go
feet.
to. Not going to fight. She's
Yeah,
gonna,
you can get to me.
she's going to go up
You don't have to, it's not that
to
far.
them, you know. She's going to go up to them and go, how are you
The
doing?
bad one.
So,
Just peeking your head around the door, and you see her sliding
What
away across the floor.
fuck is this? No, I'm
shocked.
kidding.
You can, yes. Well, yeah, I'm
It's
pretty
like through
sure.
the door too.
Yoink. Yeah, you can totally get there.
Okay.
You do have
So-
to run past somebody to get there, just for the sake of reference.
That's a good point. So I'll stop at the guard.
As he's picking himself up.
Yeah. And I'm going to, that's the guard that number 5 is hurt. Okay. I'm going to take my battle axe and for my bonus action, I'm going to cast Hunter's Mark on them. So I'll mark that off, cast there, and then I'm going to
Wait, what?
smack them. I do have Hunter's Mark.
I
I think
The
it's
paladin thing, yeah.
yeah, it's a paladin. It's my variant of paladin.
I legit was about to do the pond. We're not playing the game where you're the ranger.
No, I have it. It's on my spell list. It just
Yep.
showed up. It's something I automatically get, so I didn't even choose it.
Okay.
And
He is
do a
he
little
is
hit.
thusly marked.
14.
14 will definitely hit.
All right.
He's about to get crushed, isn't he?
Yeah. No, not really. 9.
That's damage.
Plus
Mark damage.
Yep. Oh, God. Sorry, my D&D Beyond just like seized up for a second.
It went, oh my gosh, we're in a high tension moment.
Yeah,
Quick,
exactly.
shut down.
There it is. And max damage for Hunter's Marks of an additional 6.
Well, that kind of balances it out.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that table is completely gone. That axe comes down and he's like kind of rolling away from you, trying to not die, as you just batter and beat everything in the near vicinity of him. And he is looking exhausted already, and this just started. He has that panicked look of someone that's not sure he's going to live to see his next grog.
Briefly, I glance over my shoulder and look at Ellis and say, all right, this shouldn't be too hard.
Do you get to attack again or not? Because you used a bonus action.
Oh, I do
Don't
have
you
2
attack
attacks
twice?
for an
Yeah,
action.
come on, go. Is
I forgot about that because I'm level
He's
5.
fucking
That's
dead.
right,
He's
second
dead.
attack.
Oh shit.
Yay.
wow.
10 to hit. That's a little
No,
lower.
that's just shy.
Okay, that's fine.
I will take a moment now to
Oh,
remind you that
that's
you
impressive.
do have 2 rerolls in the bank,
It's still early.
and anybody hanging out might have a card they can drop. And there's a link there for a free pack of cards. I forgot to plug those when we started, but yeah, I went through and I revised them too. I moved a lot of the rarities for cards down a step so that'd be easier to have people have things like rerolls and whatnot as part of our games.
Oh, yeah, nice.
I want the cards to get used. Hey, Astaki, good morning. You joined us just in the middle of everyone dying.
Yay.
Not us.
Wait.
Well,
Easy.
Probably us too, but that's not the point.
it takes something to become the bosun on the Fiddler's Due. She hasn't had an action yet.
Not wrong.
So let's see what happens. Okay, so you are definitely done.
Internasteki declares that the next action cannot fail.
Okay, and there we go. The first card hits the table. Ellis is going to automatically hit on her attack.
Let's go.
Nice.
But you do
LFG.
you do get to roll to see if you crit.
Big mood.
Big mood indeed. Okay, so meanwhile, I heard play cards. Number 2 is going to turn around and make an attempt to get Sadie off of them.
Oh, is that top of the round?
Yep,
Okay.
that was the full round. And neither one is going to be successful. He's going to do some pushing and some shoving, but he is not going to succeed in pushing Sadie back into that space, which is unfortunate. 4 is finally going to get into the fight. and is going to leap down
Isn't that hatch locked?
where there's a
Is he
scrap.
can actually just go into the.
This giant thing is open.
Yeah, the
Oh,
thing's
he's gonna go
open.
in the-
Remember,
Yeah, there's
you
no
dropped-
pull.
Yeah, he's like, all right,
Oh,
I'm
detail.
I'm getting in on this, and is going to drop down and take a shot at Lady Marie because she's right there. When he lands, he actually grabs the other guy by the arm and helps him up a bit, and the two grin at each other before they both lock eyes on Lady Marie. And when he starts, the other guy faints.
With an E, not an A.
With an E, not an A.
Okay.
As they are clearly trained to fight as a team. It doesn't do as much damage as I would have liked, but she is going to take 12 damage between the two landed attacks.
Okay.
There's Lady Marie, 12. Advantage is not just for rogues.
It's good because I have an 18 armor class.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I had a player completely abuse pack tactics against me a while ago, so I like giving it to my NPCs now. Speaking of, Ellis, how are we doing in this moment?
Good. I'm a little pissed off about what's going on in front of me, but
You think?
sometimes it'd be like that. Where are we looking? One of them's like nearly dead, and the other one's like grinning, and that just gets me. That really grinds my gears. I
can fix those.
move.
I can fix
That's
ground
right.
gears.
Yeah, I bet you can. Yeah. I am going to put myself right here, deal with it.
Excuse me.
Yeah. And I'm gonna hit 5,
Okay.
which is, you said, an auto hit, so I just have to roll for damage,
Just
right?
roll to see if you get a crit first. So do roll, but you can't
Oh,
miss.
okay. Yeah.
Are they still prone
From
from falling through from above?
No, he got picked up.
They've picked
Okay.
themselves up.
Okay.
Yeah. What the fuck am I looking? What the heck? There it is. It's okay. I did not, but that's
Did not
okay.
crit, but go ahead and roll your damage.
It's an 8.
That was a solid bit of damage. That's on
5.
5. Wait.
Shadow 77 gives an action surge to.
To who?
What?
I will assume that's meant for you. So you get your second attack,
Oh, action.
And
surge.
then another one.
and then you get an action surge.
Okay. Does that mean I get 2 more attacks?
Yes, because it would let you take an action. So that's your attack action is to attack. So you get
So I get 3 more attacks.
yes.
Fuck yeah.
LFG. He's not dead. He's not dead.
He's not dead.
Am I fine?
Yeah.
Okay.
Alice is angry.
Ellis, we have angered
pissed.
the Ellis.
Not
Yeah, I'm gonna go for it again. Actually, I got 23 to hit, so I imagine that's a GG.
23, that's a hit.
Um,
That's totally a hit.
with 6 points of damage. Is he still alive?
No,
Okay.
that is the end of him.
Then I'm gonna whip around, and I'm gonna attack number 4. Who's to say? We'll see how we go. 12?
That's hits.
Oh shit.
Oh yeah, these aren't hard to hit.
bitch.
They're just hard to finish.
That's a 6. And then I got a 25 to hit, and it is a 7. So 13.
So 13 damage between the two.
Yes.
Okay, and that is on 4. So 5 is toast. 4 has got that.
fucking grin at my
I'm watching this
wife. Like, what?
visibly from
Hello?
down.
Yeah, you're looking down on this.
I'm just nodding, going, so nice.
We don't see you, but we hear you. Like, hell
Yes.
Nice,
Oh
nice.
yeah, nice.
That's the way we do it. That's the way we do it.
Down here, we feel like
You know,
someone up there
I
is
made that
watching
hole
over
there.
us.
Yeah.
Yeah, you did. That was your plan. You opened that all the way up.
That's
Cool.
pretty solid. That was pretty solid. Okay, Jenna, no pressure now. How is Sadie going to follow that?
She's gonna blast. Calling upon her patron. She's just like, let's fuck this shit up. Her eyes glint a little bit of red. Do I get advantage because Reverend being right there?
Okay, sorry about that. What's up?
All good. Do I get advantage with Reverend being right there? I know he's not like right up on it, but maybe?
Would you get advantage? Do you have pack tactics?
I mean, if you're flanking, I don't know. It's up to you.
I
You're
don't
the
usually
GM.
use flanking rules, unfortunately.
cool.
So
Well, then I'm gonna still
roll your dice to see what happens. Things get chaotic enough without adding in all the crazy things that
True.
are in the DMG.
12.
12 will hit.
For 5 damage, and then an D6
And?
of necrotic.
Oh, the hex. I forgot. I keep forgetting about the hex.
And then for my second beam. Ugh! It's always one. Fuck.
You sure you don't want to just...
Yeah, I feel like you should. He needs to go. Number 2 needs to get out of here.
Re-roll it.
I can.
Yeah. Okay, forgot to reset the book of fate when we started.
That's 7.
Oh no.
Good.
The
You said dagger?
That's a dagger.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
not
dagger.
an-
That's not my
an
Eldritch.
Eldritch.
There we go. Yeah, I don't think it's mathematically possible for you not to finish him off at that point. I just don't
But
think
it's
that was-
always worth checking.
that was not. Yeah, mathematically, I don't think you couldn't not finish him off. So, yes, he gets.
I just want to like blast his skull open
I
with like my purple lights coming from my hands.
We just don't like
I'm
it.
into
A
that.
little gets on my fiddle.
Yeah, it's another.
You are not into that.
Removing the head does seem to be a preferred choice.
okay. Well, and so yeah, the body drops down somewhere like around here as it gets blasted back and down into the hold.
Sorry.
Goes past my left shoulder. Okay.
Yeah,
Oh, nice.
which then makes a great moment because the next up is the Reverend,
He's still invisible.
who is still invisible.
I mean, can I jump down without that affecting the invisibility?
Absolutely.
Okay, so that kind of puts me sort of like right by the bosun.
Mm-hmm.
I essentially have a sneak attack then, do I not?
Mm-hmm.
So I think at this point, I mean, this is I'm just going to get the short sword out and have at it again, straightforward.
Seems sensible.
Seems sensible. And
Seems
they're pretty. I mean, the bosun is not looking well already, so I feel like at this point I can have a go.
Okay.
I think.
So you drop down, and she's kind of like, getting her blade out and getting ready to defend herself. You can, materialize right behind her and wink.
Yeah, pretty much.
So give me that attack roll with advantage, which, if you want to, you can right-click on the +5 and pick advantage, or you can just roll it twice.
Let's do advantage. So I'm gonna click with advantage and then roll it. Yeah. 21.
Solid. So that's a hit. I believe you can then roll your damage and your sneak attack damage.
Cool. So that's the short sword damage. Yeah. For piercing.
Skim. Okay, so short sword damage plus sneak attack damage.
Where's the sneak attack damage?
It's a little bit further down the screen. Under.
Yeah.
Yep.
2d6, yeah.
That little 2d6, which add up.
Yeah.
I gotta tell you, rogues are scary.
Especially when you crit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I had like an 8th level rogue on Solasta crit on a sneak attack, and like the whole bottom of the screen was just dice. It was crazy.
Nice.
Okay, so she's definitely, and now Boddington is visible.
Can I take a bonus attack as well?
Well, offhand, go for it.
Because
This one will not be with advantage, but you can still roll it.
yeah.
And sadly, you can't apply your sneak attack twice. So, but you can still get another jab in there with it if you hit. Roll it.
Okay. So I need to short sword again, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think we're going to do that.
This one she's able to defend herself against.
Yeah.
Possibly. Yep.
Yeah, I'm just, again, a bit drunk.
Yeah, you swing the blade around and she's like, wait, no, stack.
Okay.
Stack.
Cool. All right. God damn
I'm
it.
into that too.
Right.
And now she actually gets to... Oh, okay. This is actually her first action. I kind of hate you guys. Okay. So the first thing she's going to do is shout at number 4 to fight like the dead. I don't know. There's a better line there than that. I'm too tired. Good morning.
Fight like the dead.
Fight like the dead no more. I don't know.
What,
Something clever.
like him?
Either way, number 4 is going to take a free attack against Ellis.
Oh.
And specifically, she's also going to take a little sidestep there as she does this, which gets her within 5 feet of Ellis, so he can get advantage, which is useful, as Ellis takes a whole 4 damage.
You take 5 cold damage.
But he
Because
takes
if
5.
you land a hit on me while I have my temporary hit points, you take 5 cold damage. So GG's.
Fine. He didn't know that, but he'll take it.
Well, he's fighting like the dead.
Yeah.
He's fine like the day.
He's doing
He's
something.
out here. He's vibing. Yeah.
Then she's going to turn her attention on Boddington.
Rude.
And you're, see, I am a man of the cloth.
She is so not impressed by that.
Well, rude.
Rude.
It's all I have.
These damn invisible vicars.
I guess I'm assuming I'm uninvisible now that I've attacked.
Yeah, you are very visible and you are very hit. And wow. Well, this is perfect. She lands both hits. Thwack, 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 thwack. And Boddington finds himself quickly backing up against the side of the ship, and just trying not to have his head removed. As he goes into full defense. Uh-oh.
Hello.
Yes, Les?
So my fighting style is protection, and it says while wielding a shield and a creature you can see attacks a target other than you within 5 feet. Is it because she's within 5 feet of me that I can use that, or do I need to be within 5 feet of him?
That's an excellent question. Let us consult the plain text of the rule.
I would like to help my friends, please.
Okay.
When a creature you can see attacks a target other than you that is within 5 feet of you.
Target with you.
So the target within 5
other
feet of
than
you.
within 5 feet. Okay, am I the
That's
only one that wants to actually get out the red pen and start to diagram that sentence?
Yeah, that sentence sucks.
To
That's
see,
why I
yeah.
was like, that's why I was
Yeah,
asking.
that's
I was
a
like, that's
horrible
a shit
sentence.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Where's a rules lawyer when you need it? Which, by the way,
Feel free to say no. It's up to you. Like, I'm just down here.
I respect rule lawyers because lawful neutral is a legitimate alignment.
I would.
Okay, creature you see attacks a target other than you within 5 feet. I think the target has to be within 5 feet.
Okay.
And
within 5 feet of you.
Of you,
So,
yeah.
It doesn't. So it doesn't say that in here, which is why I was asking.
Right.
It just says within 5 feet. That's all it says.
Yeah.
Yeah, my logic on this is I'm kind of looking at the board too. Ellis would
Yeah.
have to like get her shield in front of Boddington.
Yeah,
and that's
that
a
makes
step.
sense.
Which would be good to do next time out because he is going to take. Oh,
He needs me.
hold on. You changed that though. No, it didn't change. Oh. Well, okay. Boddington's not dead.
Hell yeah.
Oh, good.
Yay.
He is at 2 hit points now, though.
Ooh.
Yeah.
It's okay. We're
He
coming.
might have staggered onto her sword drunkenly.
As she
No.
like goes all in on taking him out. And it's not just the rapier. At one point, her boot's against his chest. Another point, his face has been slammed into a table.
Oh, when it feels this in the morning.
She really wants him out of this fight. To which we need to know how Innes is going to react.
Channeling is inner vocabularist and all the 4-letter words that he knows. He's going to hop over here. If I can get him in a square. And fire on the bosun while going, I've got you, father!
Bless you, my child.
With the Eldritch Cannon. Nope.
Wow.
Damn it, Innes.
There's a new porthole that's been blown into the side of the bulkhead there. Do you have another action?
What is as skeevy as it sounds? What's
dear.
she wearing?
She's got like a tunic, breeches, belted. She's got like a chainmail upper half to her upper body. I kind of dig the picture we found for it, actually. So something very
I think
similar
we
to
all
that.
do.
I think kind of works for the look. And it's appropriately armored. I mean, it's actually a pretty well designed women's pirate in armor.
So would you say she's wearing? Oh, is it light armor she's got?
Chainmail, whatever that is.
Chainmail.
He said, terrified of
I
where
can't
you're
remember.
going with this line of questioning.
It's heavy.
When you're ready, Innes, yeah?
He's going to just pull out what is very obviously a steampunkified tankard.
Shadow
gears
77
all
throws a
around the
healing
outside.
potion to
Point the opening vaguely at her and go, this has to work, and start twisting things.
Okay.
As he inadvertently casts, because he doesn't know he can cast things, heat metal on her
Yeah!
armor.
That's where I thought you were going with it. Fuck yes.
Okay.
Can I, why,
So her
can,
chainmail begins to glow red hot.
why can I smell pork?
Any creature in physical contact with the object, this being her armor that she is wearing, takes 2d8 fire damage when I cast the spell.
Okay. Yep.
So I'll use the damage there for 13 damage.
Okay.
Creature is wearing the object and takes damage from it, must succeed on a constitution saving throw or drop the object if she can, which she can't because she's wearing it.
Fair enough.
I don't think you can doff armor that quickly. Having worn chainmail, I wish I could have doffed that quickly.
I don't know. I think we need to talk to to Ellis about how quickly she can get someone out of armor.
Well, actually, there is a way to doff chainmail that quickly. It's called do a cartwheel.
You got 2 people you can ask in the immediate vicinity. They can confirm notes.
I have attempted to do a cartwheel in chainmail before. It's not a good idea.
I can't even do a cartwheel not in chainmail, so.
Nor can I, but I didn't have much choice at the time.
Okay. That works.
Just a timekeeper for you, Lantern. I know you have to do hair stuff.
We're working on it.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure.
We're working on it. And Shadow, we did not forget. And when I was doing this, did Les just run to the potty?
She said she had to BRB real quick.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wanted to get to a better... Okay. Shadow, we're going to resolve that. And then I think we might be in a forced mini break just because of the timing of everything.
I just resolve
So let
heat
me...
metal.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, because y'all are 5th level. Boink. That was a good roll. And Boddington is back in it.
And can we get a con save from?
Oh, but she can't drop it, so I'm not gonna worry about that. She can't take it off. She's just gonna have to kill you guys.
All right,
before
so
it
she's
gets
on
her.
she has disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks until the start of my next turn.
Yep. That is absolutely fair. And then the little one is in the process of putting on the correct dance costume, and as soon as she has it, we will have a break because I have to do dance dad hair. So we can either kibitz while that happens, or we can go into the BRB screen to pan everyone's bladder status. So while she's doing that, and we've resolved everything, and Shadow chucks a healing potion from the chat into the scene.
Is this Brian trying to make it up to us?
Hey, where the heck's Brian? The heck?
Yeah, God, sorry, Brian. This doesn't change anything. We're talking later.
Exactly.
Fuck you, Brian.
Number
Shadow,
three.
are you Brian?
Wow. Okay, so 3 still is standing up topside because he hasn't had an action yet.
No.
I have my eyes on him.
3.
Or them.
3.
He might want to consider jumping overboard.
You probably should.
Well, I don't think they have a sense for how bad things are going down below, so they're going to drop in and turn their attentions to well,
Can I punch on? Can I punch on? If they're next to me, can I punch on? To land next to me like
Like I say.
okay, they're not going to have pack advantage against Innis, so they're not going to have anything effective to do there, tragically.
that was a no. Why don't I get to punch on?
Because that's how it works. That's all I'm saying. It is, however, Pon's action.
Hello. Okay, so I'm kind of seeing okay, so if I were to step, where's my little clicky? Right here, I would get an attack of opportunity placed on me from 3, right?
If you move out of reach of him, yeah.
Okay.
Until 4 or 3 go down, you really can't move right now.
Right. Okay, so I will move my move my hunter's mark over to number 4. Sorry. No, number 3. Because
Okay.
number 3 has more health. But I'm going to use 1 attack on 4 first.
Okay.
And that is a 25 to hit.
Jeez.
And 10 damage for that.
That's on 4, you said?
Yes.
Okay, that's 10 damage.
Is he dead?
Check. No, he's not.
Okay. Just checking. Okay. I do want to take advantage of my hunter's mark, so then I'm going to turn for my second attack and hit number 3.
Okay.
I thought I could get him in 1 hit.
Yeah, I don't blame you. They're
Yeah.
easy to hit, but they are beefy boys.
All right. 22 to hit the other guy.
Jeez.
My least favorite kind of boy.
Yep. 10 damage plus the hunter's mark. Oh, come on. Here we go. Plus an additional 1 for hunter's mark.
Really? 1?
Yeah, it happens.
That's kind of meh.
I either roll a 1 or a 6 on my hunter's mark. There's
It
literally no in
seems
between.
to kind of be the trend, and that's both of your attacks?
Yes, it is.
Okay, and that actually puts us at the top of the round, which puts us into our mini scheduled break. Now, do we want to do the tasting for the next few minutes? Do we want to just do a BRB with the clips? I turn to the table right now. I have to dad for a few minutes here.
I'm an AFK for a few as well.
I need to
Yep.
go get a copy.
Do you want to lean in and say hi?
Hello.
Yep, we have to get ready for
Hello.
dance. So at the table, there was a talk about
I can
having
control the party.
a tasting, or should we just take a quick 5?
Both.
Yeah, we could do both.
Take 5.
Let's take
Bring
a
it
5
back
and
with a
see how we
tasting.
are when we get back from the 5.
Then we'll do the tasting.
Okay, we'll see everybody back here in 5 minutes.
Awesome.
Go ahead and roll me a performance check. Maybe the dice are going to favor you at the moment.
Also, are
Can't
we
be an
can we-
intimidation? I can't like intimidate the rhyme
No.
with my music. Okay.
No.
Well,
Can
I
we
thought I
do
would try.
It's an intimidation music.
Or I
though.
can't persuade them to
No.
not sing with my music. Okay.
What's up,
can
Molly?
Can we do anything when we're singing, or is that like it takes up our whole action?
Oh, it doesn't.
Come on.
It doesn't. Oh, good lord.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Finally.
I'm over here
I
trying.
finally can bard.
Da-
For just
Yeah.
let me bard. I never get to bard. I'm always doing failing rolls when it comes to bard skills.
The bard
This
is
the
being
first
a
time.
bard. You're barding when it's most
I say
important.
Ah,
It's about time.
MVP.
Sweden is my lucky country.
No
All right.
kidding.
Yeah.
I'm heading that way. I'll tackle
Oh,
her
she
ass
already has
again.
the potion. She already has the potion.
No, she just handed you the book, and as soon as your hands touched it, she let go and run.
She's not going to take the potion?
Yeah, she's got bigger fish to fry. Like, getting her ass out of there. You shot her.
I'm trying to unshoot her to the best of my abilities.
It seemed like a good idea at the time.
But there's a way to check if you really want to know.
I'm intrigued.
Cut your hand. Bleed in front of her.
Got it.
I mean, but if she's
Yeah, I didn't think I'd do it. I so did it. Smell it?
but like she could not necessarily
So
be
pause
a
is right there.
vampire.
Well, you're
She'd be, like,
saying she is a vampire, so
or she's like possessed by one, or like
Cutting her hand open.
or like the
in the middle
leader.
of Strahd's domain.
Wait, her
Sounds
hand or
like-
my
not
hand? I
hers,
just cut
not
my hand
hers,
open.
not hers.
Sounds like a
James.
fantastic idea. Oh.
I didn't have to cut my hand open. We need to cut her hand open.
Oh.
No.
Come here, girl. Come
Oh,
on.
no, you
I'm
mean to
already
say-
bleeding.
James just like waving his bloody hand in
Like, come
Irina's
on.
face.
He goes in, he does a few loops, he comes back out, and beep.
Okay. Beep once if there's dead bodies in there. Beep twice. No, that doesn't work. All right, beep twice. No, that doesn't work. Okay, beep. Ah, screw it. I'm gonna see if I can sneak up. Like, see if I can sneak up and find a widow to kind of like. It's not really the sharpest tack in this box. David.
As you seem to be doing really well with it.
Ooh, that 20 is
Oh my god.
Jeez.
Nice. Scattered it.
Wow. Well, you can roll your damage. I don't.
25. Because I got 3 6s.
Holy cow.
Oh my goodness.
She just hulked out. Rage hard.
Yeah, I think you should rage all the time. I think you
I
should
like this
never
rage,
not
yeah.
never
This
not be
is
raging.
good. Well, I
There's
only get
where all our
2.
good rolls were hiding.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. That's why they were so bad earlier. We were saving up. But
Stop hitting my friends.
Oop, wrong way.
Damage books with that kind of attitude.
Well played. Wow.
Way. Yeah, that's kind of where I'm going. Like, do we think it's going to follow us?
Yeah,
I'm sure it will.
Run it? Yeah, I was gonna say, can we outrun it, or is it like something that's just gonna follow us no matter where we go?
I don't think we can outrun it. I mean, it's not going to come any closer for a bit.
Yeah, I agree. I think we're gonna have to fight
Well,
it.
we could take shelter in the smoldering ruins, right? Because
I don't know if that's gonna help.
We
It's probably
don't know what's in the smoldering ruins.
Well, it couldn't be any worse than this.
We could
Oh,
come
yes,
across-
it could!
We could come across like another giant creature, and then we're fighting two at the same time. And then
But
it's
it
terrible.
could be like Godzilla versus King Kong. So if we run into something even nastier, maybe it won't want to eat us. It'll go after the other thing because they're legends and they have to fight. That's how that works.
No, or they team up against us.
You've had a very fortunate life, haven't you?
Having taken a holy order of some kind and other oaths.
I'm thinking like an elven, like really.
Kung Fu elfin monk.
Kung Fu elfin monk. Okay,
Yes, that meditates a lot.
I can live with that.
Because elves don't have to sleep as much, so totally right.
Maybe re-roll.
Yeah, re-roll it. Re-roll it. The birds
Yeah,
are
yeah, yeah,
important.
yeah.
Everyone's
We
in
screwed
on the
these-
reroll.
I screwed these birds up earlier. We need
Come
a
on.
high roll.
We got this. Let's do this.
Oh no. Oh my.
So,
every time I'm the bard who
Amazing.
does not want to be a. I'm really bad at being a bard.
That is amazing.
Worst bard ever.
Yikes.
The good news is, after this adventure, you can start taking levels of anything else.
Anything else? What the hell? Okay.
Special and like not forced or anything. It's brilliant. I think the quote I have in particular is actually came from chat, which was the spell slide into DMs, which then became a spell. That's just it's very endearing. So I love it.
I'm going to follow it up by saying that the reaction to receiving a message spell was an absolute, just as far as role play goes. a
Yeah.
safe yes.
So we assume this guy is bad.
Oh, he's super bad.
Well, you know.
Okay, that's all I needed to know.
I mean, he
Good.
keeps on trying
have-
to. He's a dick. He keeps on trying to coerce Irina into coming up to his castle and fucking die, become a vampire lady, and she's not into it.
Well, I mean, okay.
Like, why am I?
I legit have been screaming this entire time. So you know what? What is the health of
You're
everybody
also
right now?
full health. You want to like come
All right,
back and join the
everyone's
battle?
full health.
Like, no, we're not. The rest
All
of
right.
us are like highly injured. You're on
Yeah,
the
we're
outside
all
full
hurting
health. You wanna,
pretty
like,
bad.
The
help out a
jam
little
board
bit?
says that everybody's. Oh,
Oh, refresh.
Refresh
Never mind.
that. Yeah. Like,
Yeah.
Ember's alive because I just healed for 12. Show us that 12 out of 41.
You were
like
literally
farting
seeing
around
full
on the
health
outside of
this
the circle.
entire
like,
time,
"Come
weren't you,
join
Yansen?"
me. I'm full health. Y'all,
Shut
I'm
up,
gonna have a
didn't
picnic
have a
over here.
spot on the jam of the thing, and I was just like, oh, I don't know.
I think we broke the.
Punch the. No, I know that's a bad idea.
There is so much nope surrounding this trap. I am not here for an amulet. I am here for a traumatized rogue. Let's get the fuck out of here. Oh, I'm sorry.
That's two.
Well, I want.
And welcome back. I'm still wrapping up over here on the hair and makeup front.
What?
Because my little one is about to go off to start another day of dancing for St. Patrick's Day celebrations here in the United States. But I'm almost done, so we can get back. And if everybody else can handle the recap from the first half of the session, that will free me up to finish up with the hair down here.
It started with Ellis telling her ex to go disguise her wife, and then they had
Most
to
importantly,
interact.
Alice owes me a favor now.
Yeah.
Didn't agree to that.
It was implied. It's an implied favor.
I like
Innes
she literally left at that.
may
Like, okay, wow, rude.
Innes may have ruined everything by not knowing anything about what was going on upstairs and just cranking up the engines on the ship.
Because they are on a ship that has an artificer aboard, so unlike other sailing ships, it has engines.
What?
Exactly.
And then at one point, Lantern said, "You guys definitely shouldn't fight," but then we fought anyway, and we're kicking ass.
He really did. He really was like, "Don't."
Not
Not a good
Here's
idea.
why-
And we were like,
We'll be outnumbered, and
reasoned
we're like,
argument as to why it's a bad idea as well.
Well, at certain points,
Wow, polymorph.
at certain points, the DM just says, "Well, we're gonna roll with it." If the
What
party
do you mean at
wants-
certain points?
Yeah.
That's just DMing.
If the party wants to do it, we're just gonna have to roll with it. That's kind of been the way I've survived it this week. You know,
Dropped my
just roll with it.
bunny. Again.
Thanks, Zoggy. We will save that for later, as it comes up. Okay, let's get the bunny on. And yeah, since they've been brawling it out aboard the ship, anything that's not tied down is fighting. And I've learned a valuable lesson about giving the PCs a
Agency.
surprise round. Agency's fine. Surprise rounds are scary. Okay, I think. Stand up and look at me for a sec.
So we've what?
Okay.
The heir to the Imperial throne has now had her hair dyed with mushroom ketchup, and the Imperial signet ring that she was carrying has been fed to a duck.
Oh, we forgot that in the recap.
Yeah,
That's also a very important
Did
part.
the signet ring actually get
She's
fed
not
to the
happy
duck?
about any of it.
Well, no, we've handed it over. We've not actually fed it to the duck yet.
It's wrapped in bread.
Yeah, but nobody actually. So it's wrapped in bread. It's not yet in
Actually,
the duck.
what Confi has been doing the entire time is just like munching it down. He's just in the corner, like underneath the counter while watching you guys all fight.
Okay, stand up and look at me. I think that'll work. It's a little lower than usual, but I think you're okay.
Innes got scared from a hot lady falling in. Hello.
Okay, go.
We're gonna make it worse.
Right.
Oh, Kaylee. Okay, I'll get her out of here, and then we're back to the game. So surprise rounds. Yeah, I'm gonna have the other people surprise them soon. That has to happen.
that.
Sorry. Also dad stuff, but we're good. We're fine. We're fine.
Okay, Miss Liz will be here in 15 minutes.
Okay, that'll be enough time for me to eat.
Go. All right, and now
mean,
they're off, and Dad is back. With an extra hairpin. Oh, well. Whew. I was forgot the nut. All right, I'll get those. So, shall we finish this combat?
Let's punch on.
Oh, yeah.
Let's go.
Party time.
Yeah.
Okay, so number 5 is not going to go down without a fight. He hopes.
Number
5's already
Wait.
gone. Just saying.
4.
4.
4. The one that's not down yet.
The one that's not dead.
The one that's not down yet. Now, is Ella still like glowing with
Yes.
scary, snowy stuff?
Yes.
Okay, so he'll have to focus on somebody else.
Who makes a chorus out of dry ice?
Exactly. Are you using your
How
bonus to
cool.
intervene if he attacks
Literally.
Marie?
My reaction.
Yep.
Hell yeah.
Okay. So that cancels his advantage. It's just a straight attack that he hits.
Right, what the heck?
Doling 13 damage. second attack is another 4.
These are some heavy hits.
Yeah, it's a fun thing about 5th level.
Damn.
It's fine. I'm mad.
I would also point out that I did tell you fighting might not be a great plan.
It's a
I
great
didn't
idea.
start shit. I didn't start shit.
I'm having a fun
Wait.
time.
I didn't start shit.
Does the mushroom smell like make it harder for them to hit her because it's very potent?
No, it just pisses them off more. It also doesn't hit when you roll a natural 20 on your attack roll. So, and again, they're fighting like a crew.
Big mood.
So they've got some good stuff going on. But now is up to Les to do something. So what is Ellis going to do now that they have been confronted with the fact that Marie's in trouble?
Yeah, I'm swinging at 4. I'm not a big fan of that guy. 17.
That'll totally hit.
Hell yeah.
They're easy to hit. They're just hard to kill.
Big mood. It's 5 damage.
That'll take him out.
Fucking.
So that takes 4. Obviously he was distracted, pushing his advantage against
There's
Marie.
Reverend's there who seems to be feeling a little bit better because somebody threw a health potion. He just obviously has a chance to kind of stumble up and just nice. Yeah. Little professional nod towards Ellis there, you know.
And from where I'm standing, can I hit 3? I don't have to move.
No, you can totally do that.
Okay, 3. I'm not a big fan of you either, TBH. It's 8. That's fine. It did not hit.
That's not going to hit.
I rolled an 8.
That's not going to
Who
hit.
gets the re-roll out of curiosity? Is that a re-roll that we bank for later, or I'm just asking?
Normally it's after something, so we'll go ahead and re-roll that. We'll assume that's what Zoggy meant to do.
Oh, y'all can have it.
No,
but
roll
I'm
it.
just-
Roll it.
Roll it.
Roll it.
I was just curious. Okay, now I get to hit someone.
Jeez. Yeah.
For 6 points of damage. I'm very upset with the way that this is going.
Yeah, you're not just wolf stomping through them.
I'm not a big fan of people attacking. Yeah, this is my job, and it
6.
kind of makes me look like I'm shit at it. So
Angie,
Also,
just
someone just did add to roll.
add to the roll. So we'll add that on. Okay.
do I have to do something else?
Nope.
Okay.
I just had to add that on. So 3 is looking really worse for wear all of a sudden. As lots of things have happened. So Sadie's standing up on the main deck.
I'm just like, twiddling my thumbs. I'm going to go down finally, moving my hex to the lady. And that's the one with heat metal, right?
Yep.
Okay, cool. She now has disadvantage on Constitution saving throws.
So that's attacks, ability checks, and Constitution saving throws.
So she's just not doing well.
No, she's having a really bad time. I'm about to make it worse with an Eldritch Blast.
That's reasonable.
I'm gonna make it worse for me.
Yeah, as bad as it is, that doesn't connect.
Yeah.
She is able to dodge out of the way of that. And that.
Fucking hell, all right.
Yeah, that one she actually like pushes a table up in your general direction. And the blast slams into that.
Can I like look down in the kitchen and see how Comfy is doing with his little ring biscuit bread?
Comfy is standing up on up where the burners are and is just making a crap ton of noise at everybody.
There's a lot going on.
He's not really focused on eating as much as he is the fact that there's this melee down here.
He wants to get it on it. I give him a dagger so he can hold it in his little beak.
East was never an option.
Exactly.
Exactly. Yeah.
Woke up and chose violence.
How
How is the Reverend doing? Speaking of which.
Well, he basically, like you say, he's kind of blowing hot and cold, the Rev, at the moment. You know, but he's decided that he's in no fit state to how should we say? He's in no fit state really to kind of like hold the sword. He's gonna basically he's gonna be a bit of a tavern brawler. He's gonna decide actually what he's gonna do is because he's within like punching distance of this this lady, what have you. He's just basically going to go, and I believe I'm looking at what that means. So I can do an arm strike, but I can also I have there's a bonus around this somewhere. Tavern brawler grapple.
Yes.
So when you hit,
remember not to touch.
No, I know she's hot. Like
she is literally and figuratively hot.
Figuratively and literally hot. So I'm doing low blows and rabbit punch, like temple punches here. I'm not stupid. I'm like, I can see.
Why did you remind him?
No, I knew.
Because I assume that Father Bollington has eyes.
I just saying that. I'm like, he's like, I'm gonna grapple, and I'm like, oh, this is gonna be so much fun. It's so much fun.
But I'm gonna, you know what I mean? I'm gonna grapple. I'm gonna sort of like go for like stuff where I can kind of avoid the upper half. Yeah, but apparently when you hit a creature with an unarmed strike or an improvised weapon on your turn, you can use a bonus action to attempt to grapple the target as well.
Okay.
All right. So I'm just going to just basically try and hit her. Basically.
Okay.
I'm just thinking.
He's punching on.
I'm just what I mean? The real kind of, the Reverend's true nature's coming out here a bit. So he's just right.
Absolutely. The swords are down. It's like, okay, screw this. Bam. Roll your unarmed strike.
So I thought, right, okay, come back at it. Right. So I need to click the +5 on Tavern Brawler Strike.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's not going to hit, is it? Is it going to hit?
That's not going to be it.
I do get it. I can do again.
You can.
Yeah. So I'm going to try again. Going to come back
attack.
But she's like, dropped her shoulder, so I'm going to try and get her with, the left up now. Yeah? 11.
Oh my god.
It's hard to fight when the deck keeps shifting.
Yeah.
You're not really used to it yet.
He's very drunk, isn't
he? It would appear that way. It would appear
Y'all
that
said
way.
the crap beaten out of him like just a second ago.
That is true. True.
He's still recovering from a night of drinking.
She's scary and hot. So
I'm having a bit of a day. Am I out of action?
Heat haze probably not helping.
You are.
Okay.
Let's see.
Basically, but yeah, I mean so she's just doing the ducking and weaving.
Okay. Let's see. The DM needs a second to think tactically here. Okay, let's do that. We'll queue her up as the next action. Under the circumstances, I think, as cool as it is to go down fighting, there is a point of recognizing you are not going to succeed, which would mean you can use it for anybody. That's rerolls and add to rolls are for, you just tell us who you want to apply it to. Sometimes it's more fun when you don't apply it to the players.
Quite you.
And then grab those, because there's a bunch of goodies in there too. And I always try to make sure that I can give at least one free pack to everybody when we sit down to play, at least to get everyone used to using them. I think she's going to use a disengage action under the circumstances to bug her out. And by bug her out, I don't think she feels confident enough that she can jump back up. So she's going to head in that general direction up the stairs.
Oh, shit.
And barrel over Sadie.
Attack of opportunity?
Go ahead and roll it. And she is, though, on her way out, going to tell 3 to cover her retreat. And
finally landed a hit.
Roll your damage on it. He is going to take a swing at...
And she is haxed, so I get to roll a d6 to that.
Okay, that's solid.
Look!
She's still burning.
I can only
Wait,
fly
did
so
you?
close to the sun.
Okay, I'm like, did you do max damage and then minimal damage? But no. Okay, so that's... all right, well, Okay. So she gets blasted back down the stairs.
Sucks to suck.
Ellis has had her action. So I have to roll that again. Because I'll assume that's the thing, and that's going to be the thing, and then he is going to be rapidly dispatched within the next 2 actions. Boom.
Hey, where'd he go?
So we're going to do that. And that takes us out of combat.
Wait, where'd she go?
She got blasted back down, and at the same moment, tracking who's where, let's see, that would be Innes or Marie is going to dispatch the last of them. Probably in rapid succession.
When you say blasted back down.
Yeah, she went up, the bosun went up the stairs to make her escape. Yep. She fought her way back up and went to push her way past the little minstrel person.
Oh, she killed her.
And the minstrel person took out the bosun.
Okay, cool. There we go. GG's. We didn't want to interrogate number 3? Yeah, I mean, I would have killed him, but like...
Womp. Womp indeed. Which now leaves you on a ship that's moving at maximum speed in a slightly turning to the right pattern.
Where's Brian?
Please tell me someone knows how to drive a ship.
Yeah. Are there any crew members like on top deck who didn't fall overboard or get...
Where's Brian?
Yeah. Where the hell's Brian?
Brian is not to be found.
Brian.
Damn it, Brian.
How?
Brian.
The power of plot.
I'm going to effectively drop concentration on heat metal before the fact that she is in red hot armor on a wooden deck causes problems.
Because that could be an issue.
It effectively
Could be
looks like
fun.
twiddling more with that tankard with cogs glued to it. They're not glued; they are spinning. But most of Ennis's gadgets look like he's just put gears all over things that he's found.
Which makes sense.
So,
because that's most of what they are.
Who knows how to drive a boat?
I know how to make it go.
Make it go more.
I already did.
And more. Or we.
Does anyone have like a map? Like, do we know where we're going?
I do have a map.
Oh, good.
I don't.
I see.
Do we know how to read the map?
Can I go up and see and look and see if we're being chased by the giant ship?
Yeah, let's go find out where this other one is.
That's
a good check.
Looking it.
Yeah, actually, as you move up onto the deck to see what's going on, you first again confirm that your ship is not going in a straight line.
Yeah.
It's got that turn.
Yeah.
It's peeling away from the Fiddler's Dew, which is kind of good, but also like as you look, you can see that they are not attempting to throw any kind of grapples. They are putting out canvas. So you can see like a couple of billows as another like sail drops into place over the next few seconds. And as you look, you also notice that they've run out their guns on the side facing you.
Is this
Like they're gonna shoot us.
Oh yeah.
Couple. I mean, we're talking a few 100 feet, 50 feet.
We're talking about we're somewhere between 50 and 100 feet at this stage, and rapidly increasing because they've started to move forward, and you're peeling away from them, so that the distance between you is growing.
I need a
We
very
need-
specific number that is between 50 and 100 feet of someone on the someone driving the other ship.
What number do you need?
60.
Okay, 60 is the number.
All right. So I would like to hop up on top of the deck as well. And spy whoever seems to be in charge on that ship.
Oh, well, that's totally different. The person controlling the ship is not the one in charge.
Okay, so controlling the ship then.
Okay.
And I'd like to cast Command, which is 60 feet and a creature I can see.
Okay.
And my command is turn around.
Now, is this at the clear captain of the enemy vessel or the pilot?
Whoever, the captain, if I can.
Oh, yeah. She's not hard to spot.
Look for the hat.
Yes.
There's always a hat.
There's
Can't give away.
always a hat.
There's a hat.
There's always a hat. I actually have a really good graphic. I'll drop it in Discord as soon as I find it here.
Can my command be turn the ship around?
Yeah, I was about to be like, turn around and they just.
Well, because command is supposed to be one word, but I've heard you say that it can be a short phrase to be specific.
That is understandable in context. I thought I had that. saved.
Sidebar, are we currently heading towards anything that
You are not about to
land?
crash into something.
Okay, just checking, like...
Yep. And I usually let context, 1 or 2 words for command slide because context can be really critical. Turn around to me is still a single concept. So I usually let it go. It also gets around you issue the command, drop. Well, do you drop? Do you drop the thing you're holding? Do you, there's so much interpretation as to what the effect the command has. But I do recognize rules as written does say a 1-word command. That being the case.
If it wants to be 1 word, I will say flee. Or disengage. Oh, disengage.
I had a better picture. And that's, again, the pilot or the captain? Because the two are different.
Yes.
So
The answer is yes.
Which one?
So
one of them, yeah.
Also, they have different saving throws, so I need clarity.
Okay. I will say the pilot because at least it'll knock them off course for a little bit before someone can stop them.
Okay.
Probably has a lower saving throw.
That works for me.
Yeah, I think you're gonna slap on with the captain.
Yeah.
Copy image. What? Open image. Open link there. It's always a pain in the butt. Sometimes you feel like you've got things really under control, and then Discord says, no, my friend, no, you don't.
My goal is for them to just crank the wheel real hard.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, that's mean. Yeah, you point at the pilot and shout, turn about. And the pilot kind of blinks for a second and throws the wheel hard to the left. As you do, you notice a woman in a dark black and brown oil coat with the full tricorn with the gold fringe, is shouting in your direction. And then as soon as the ship lurches to the left, turns around and pulls her hand together, and a blade of shadow forms. She storms over, kills the pilot, and throws the wheel back to the right.
Good.
During that time, though, that will have a little bit of chance for us to get further ahead, right?
How's everyone looking? Do you need
I
some
wanna-
magic healing words?
I want to shout at
Gotcha.
Innes that we need to stop the ship.
Right.
We're not going to outrun this. We're not. We're just going to get blown to pieces.
Fire related would be very useful right now.
So I can turn the engines off, but stopping is a matter of momentum, and I can't very well arrest our momentum very well.
That's a
at
lot of
sea.
words. I mean, a lot of words in this.
I'll go downstairs.
I'm going to go up to Sadie. I'm like, earlier you said something in my head.
Oh yeah, and then I do it again. I cast message again.
Oh God, what did you say to me?
I said, "Oh yeah."
Oh shit. Can you send a message to them?
Yeah, absolutely.
I think.
Do you want it
we
to be
should-
nice? Do you want it to be mean? Should I insult them?
I don't think we should insult them, but I think we need to message the captain and ask her what she wants from us.
I can do that.
Nicely. Please.
Fine.
I know you have it in you.
All right. I will go up to the deck and so I can see her. As long as she's within 120 feet, she can hear it. And I'm like, what do you want? Please.
You get up onto the deck and you have as you're coming up and preparing this, before you can make your message, the side of the Fiddler's Due opens with smoke and flame. And the Bitter Victory...
Is that the ship that we're on?
Nope.
Okay.
The Bitter Victory...
What the name?
Your boat rocks as wood flies in every direction. Innis ducks as he's working at figuring out what y'all want him to do with the engines, as like 3 massive holes form right there on the bulkhead and seawater starts to pour in.
Yeah, tell her we're trying to stop.
Hey, we're trying to stop. Don't do that.
You don't. The message you back. You don't need to stop. You are perfectly free to drown.
I mean, like,
Do you relay that back to me?
To.
Can I be in on the DMs?
I'm just like going back and forth. I'm like,
yeah. Ask
we will
her
assume
why.
Full translation, unless you say otherwise.
Okay, cool. Ask her why she'd want to kill such capable fighters who are willing to join her cause.
Hey, why would you want to drown such sexy people that can fight for you?
Well, who's to say?
I play the fiddle. You have a fiddle on your boat.
You made no signs to surrender. I have no reason to need those not willing to recognize my captaincy.
Well,
you didn't ask us to surrender.
We didn't see you in your hat until now, so.
Marie also holds up the documents that she forged. Hopefully I don't know, it's pretty far away, but just says, tell them that we have papers that could be valuable to them from the Emperor.
We're worth a lot more alive than dead.
You didn't ask us to surrender. Go, is that
fair?
No, the Reverend does have access to the command spell as well, though he might not be.
All right, hold on that. Hold on. No, let's
I'm
not.
very drunk, and I'm probably going to
Hasty
stagger up.
action is how we got here in the first place. Let's just take 5 seconds.
I have a word of command I'd like to really use right now. I'm kind of not aware that this is a spell, by the way. I just kind of want to shout something.
Okay, what does he shout?
Scuttle.
At?
The captain. And that get to scuttle our own ship.
You know, stranger things have happened.
And I'm doing this without any real knowledge that I can do this. I just kind of want, kind of a bit annoyed, really.
You see Marie do it to the pilot and go inspiration.
Let's see. There's my D20 roller.
I can. Scuttle it.
Okay. Shout at her, and she kind of like looks in your general direction and levels that shadow blade at you. You're no longer worth the time of my crew.
Half your crew's dead.
And even at
differ.
120 feet, you can hear another command to fire, and the side of the ship opens again.
Hey!
And then you can hear the shout back, secure the guns. Put up the sails. Let them sink.
Right.
And as it starts to continue away from you, you're still kind of doing that right hand turn. She
Where's
goes
the
to the
root?
back of her quarterdeck, stands up on it with one hand up on it, goes, "If our paths should ever cross again, you will have your chance to join the Queen of the Damned." And then she bows with her hat off.
Right.
I don't like her.
No, we don't either.
Oh, we did.
Out of curiosity,
Yeah, I think we're dead.
how would you like to proceed on your sinking ship?
I could
We're
call
dead.
my unseen servant and have him start patching holes.
Out of curiosity,
It's like half the ship's gone.
Yeah. How badly damaged are we?
Ooh, that depends. What do you want to do in the next, say, 60 to 90 seconds?
did I get a long rest before the campaign started?
Yes. Why?
Could I have used that to infuse an item?
Sure.
All right, I'm all right. I got a cap of water breathing.
Well,
you think
you're
I was getting
fine
on a
now.
ship? You think I was getting on a ship without a cap of water breathing?
Wow.
There's no land anywhere around us. I don't think it matters.
Can we do that? Is there any perception check? We can see if there's like any sort of like atolls or sort of anything, just like an outcrop in this where we are.
Would my mage armor work on the ship?
No.
Is there any
I was gonna ask.
spare wood we can use to
Oh,
patch
yeah,
holes?
there's carpentry materials. You can start scrambling and patching.
Yeah, let's.
The unseen
Better
servant
than-
goes to work.
Yeah.
I have mending. Let's get to work with parts and mending.
Yes,
Yeah.
Okay.
that will help.
We're into a little skills challenge now, folks. I would like to see some appropriate skill rolls. You let me know what you're doing and why your roll applies. The easy outs are good old Innes, who is simply going to be casting mending as fast as he can to patch up holes below the waterline.
And uttering, generally saying as many four-lettered words as he can think of. At some point, he runs out of swears and is literally just saying, food, peer.
Fine. You say you do you in this. Where's the Reverend at the moment? So yeah, is there no? It's probably not a good idea for him to start clambering up crow's nests looking for land. Actually,
Yeah. So the
I
other
think we
ship,
are going to be drinking water very soon, Phelan.
the
If
other
you have
ship.
water, drink it.
Yep. Oh,
Yep, we gotta hydrate.
they can still hear us, right?
If you go to the gunnel and like shout, they might be able to hear you.
As long as they're within 120 feet, I can say something to them.
All right.
And I can also use that for vicious mockery.
That is rapidly moving into the more than 120 feet.
All right.
All right.
Well,
So Marie would like to go up to the point where she can hope to be heard, and she yells, "I am Marie Eden Vicari, and I am the Imperial Princess on board."
What?
we're fixing this shit. We don't need him to come back. Really.
Are we fixing it though?
we're trying. We're doing our best.
I mean, with the mending going,
I'm from what she's saying. From what she's saying, she doesn't really understand how it's being mended right now.
Are we?
Okay, so recap.
Listing or
Is the ship sinking?
This is what you do when you're confused as the DM. You go, okay, let me make sure I understand how the scene looks like with everybody. Innes is below decks fixing everything as best he can.
With my servant.
Absolutely.
Sadie is also like waist deep in water on that deck. No, wait, because that's the bottom deck. The bottom deck is waist deep. So Sadie is also at the top of those stairs, directing the unseen servant to continue like working the repairs. It may even wade down into it, which will rapidly be approaching chest depth, to continue trying to help get everything patched up. So that's where they've gone. The Reverend is up on the top of the deck at this point, just kind of mocking the other crew because he's not sure what else to do in the moment and is trying to make a plan. Ellis and Marie have gone up onto the quarterdeck where the pilot would be and the wheel is, and Ellis is standing there as Marie clearly pulls herself to her full height, pushes her hair back,
Only 5'2",
and is about to project out to the seas her identity. Do I have the sum of all of that?
Yeah.
I guess my question before I do that is, does the ship still seem like it's heavily sinking, like it's going to sink?
This is the last ditch effort to try and save yourself, right? Like,
yeah,
the ship might sink.
might or will.
That's
the
hard call.
key difference there.
It comes down to your compatriots. Do you trust them, or do you want to out yourself to a pirate lord with a warship?
Because they had specifically said that they would take anyone of importance as, like, they would kidnap them essentially.
Mm-hmm. They did.
Which is better than death. And also, spoiler alert, Marie can't swim.
Good. Very good.
Yeah.
Details.
Yeah.
Okay.
If she thinks the ship is sinking and everyone's going to die, she's going to do it.
I will give Les an opportunity to intervene if she wishes to take it. Otherwise, the scene continues as you have described it.
if I get the vibe that that's what she's about to do, I'm going to do it first. And I'm going to say that it's me.
Or would you cover her mouth thinking there's hope?
I give you bardic inspiration if you would like to do that.
Surely there are lifeboats. Actually, I was looking over the blueprints. This boat does not have dinghies.
Oh, good.
It used to. It used to. I was improving them.
Because here's the mentality that I'm like. I like to think that Ellis has been on many a boat in her time, and I like to think that she's kind of aware that, like, you know, there's no surrounding land. She knows that if the ship goes down, which is probably very likely in minutes at most, that, I mean, like that, you know, I mean, it's a little sus that there's no lifeboat when there's such precious cargo on board. But her entire preface is like, she's all about that self-sacrifice life for the sake of her bay. So if she thinks that it's going to happen, in the sense that, like, Marie is willing to take the hit to save everybody, she would absolutely do that first.
Wouldn't there not be a case that they'd only take the royal?
Okay.
We're ballast.
Hey, it depends.
Aren't
if they're
you so
religious
glad
at
you
all,
agreed to this game?
if they're religious at all, they might take
it depends.
the reverence.
Like, you know, again, it depends on how fucked we think we are. Like, if it looks like we're
I think
absolutely
mildly
boned,
fucked.
yeah.
Or mild to moderately fucked.
If
So
Not
I'm making the
entirely.
call, and I'll make the call, and I'll say that I'm the Imperial Princess, and these people answered to me, and I can make them answer to you.
If I can hear this.
You
Yeah?
can kind of hear that from above decks, and actually you're on the deck right there. But just
I also
below
shout
them.
and say, I too am also the Imperial Princess.
No, I'm the Imperial Princess.
And they answer to me.
Yeah.
Okay. We got this. This works. Yeah. Okay. Good. Pause. Willie Nelson, if you are still watching, we wish you a continued recovery. We are so excited to hear that the surgery went well. You did not need to resubscribe, and I don't normally call out subscriptions midstream, but I am absolutely going to take a moment to do that in this slight pause to remind you that you are awesome and that we're all rooting for you as you come through this. You've been a great fan of the stream for over a year. And if everyone sends positive vibes to people, or if you do prayers or offerings, at least of non-sentient animals, then, do what you got to do. But we are excited to see that you are in good spirits. That said, Ellis sees that Marie is about to do something bold and does something
Dumb.
bolder.
Hella stupid. Yeah.
And in doing so, you can see that the sound carries, and for a few moments, nothing happens.
GG's. Well,
except
I might get slapped in the face. You don't know, like.
Except that there's an ominous crack below you that's more like an explosion than a crack. And you start to see bits of
Innes
wood.
being Innes.
Yeah, and Innes is now like, okay, I can't be down here anymore. Cap time. And as he comes up the stairs with Sadie, you start to see that the fiddler's due is starting to turn back towards all of you. We cut scene as all of you are currently now in the hold of the ship.
Their ship.
Of their ship.
GG's.
Did
I get slapped in the face? It's important to know.
Now, yes. Now that we're confirmed not dead, yes.
Cool.
In fact, the bottom of the
got
hold of this ship is
LG?
split up in a couple of different holding cells, both for cargo and for prisoners, giving you a chance to kind of collect your thoughts and reminisce on the fun walk you had across the different boards and stuff as they took you aboard and you watched the Bitter Victory sink into the ocean.
We get the cat.
Yeah, I definitely grab Confi.
Confi is fine.
Yeah.
Confi's with you.
One of us will have grabbed the cat.
Now, the cat. That's an excellent question. What did happen to the cat?
Brian's got him.
Whiskers McCavity III.
Brian's got him.
Do we trust Brian with the cat, though?
We don't. He's dead. We'll kill him. He's gonna die. Like, we'll get that. We'll get there.
Brian's,
We'll
the
get
clock's
there.
ticking on that man. Yeah.
Brian has not actually yet been inducted into their crew. He's in the cell next to you.
Fuck off, Brian.
Yeah.
With the other prisoners, the other survivors. So there's about 4 of them, plus Brian, that have made it. As you're sitting there in the cell, you have a chance to kind of like, and then you spot a black form moving across the deck with it looks like a rodent in its mouth, and it kind of turns at you. And then it turns and walks off. And it's like, oh, that's our cat. You didn't see it come across between the 2 ships, but yet there it is.
That's how we're getting out of here.
Is it though?
Maybe.
You never know.
You've had some time. You have some time to kind of collect yourselves and make any kind of plans you want to make.
Does this boat have dinghies?
Yes.
Oh.
Is this
Am
bus
I in the same hold as everybody else?
Yes.
Cool.
There is.
Are we tied up?
No. You've been put into a cell. It's a big enough ship. It has cells.
But we have magic. They don't give a fuck? I guess they don't care.
Do you have magic?
Do they not know?
Is this a rest of any description?
You can call this a short rest.
Short rest. And have they stripped us of gear?
You can assume that.
All right.
That you are not going into these with weapons and component
Fair.
pouches. The only gear you have is a fiddle.
Nice.
Oh man, they took my playing cards.
And playing cards.
Yay.
You can have playing cards.
Yay.
I mean, how thoroughly will we search? Because I could technically still have a dagger on me.
Oh yeah, you totally still have a dagger on you. Boddington probably still has 7 or 8 daggers on him.
Yeah, I was going to say.
We just don't ask where.
Well, indeed. At this point, I was just thinking, maybe slip one to those who are reasonably proficient with daggers. You know what I mean? Looking at you, Alice. Alice.
Lady Marie, to use, don't forget.
Lady Marie.
Oh God.
Don't
confusing fast.
Don't tell, all right?
Marie actually rolls her eyes.
I've just given you a dagger, basically. All right.
Wow.
So
My favorite.
And what's your name? Are you then just doing a proper like Prince and the Pauper swap here? So you now Ellis?
Did she? Just weapons, right? And armor and stuff is missing. Like no
Armor,
personal
no,
effects.
they're not going to strip you down.
Okay.
They don't care if you're wearing your armor. No, you.
Where's the
my
ring?
backpack full of crap?
The duck's got it.
Does the duck still have the ring?
Does the duck still have the ring?
He ate it.
Great. You get to wear the
So
poop
technically,
ring now.
yes.
Yeah.
Duck is the princess.
Congratulations, you're Marie now. You get to wear that ring after it comes out of the duck.
Awesome.
I got no dramas with that. I'm not gonna say anything about the various dead people's rings I'm currently wearing, so that's it's fine.
Cool. I mean, exactly how many daggers do we think we've got? Because I'm thinking
not that many. Go easy.
Calm down.
Keep it sane.
All right. Okay.
Keep
all right.
it
So
sane.
I've given a dagger. So I've slipped a dagger to Lady Marie.
GG's.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, I've still got access to my own.
Are we being guarded? They don't there's nobody down here with us, but
People come and
Us?
go, but there's no one like posted as a guard. Partially because even if you get out of this cell at the moment, it's kind of hard to say where you're going to go.
yeah, we don't have any weapons, so that's fair.
You know, your weapons and your particular gears of interest and potential power definitely are not with you.
Gone. Yeah.
But armor is a weird thing. Like stripping you down is a lot of work and all that jazz. So that I'll let that slide to keep life simple for everybody. You have some time to kind of coalesce, yell at each other. There's obviously terse words exchanged. Brian, for the most part, is just trying to ignore all of you because he thought he was making a good decision.
I kind of want to kill Brian.
How are the rest of his cellmates taking it? They were there.
Can I just genuinely kill Brian?
Grab him, slit his throat.
Well, he's the cell
look at
over. You'd have to get your hands on him.
What is anybody in the cell with him though?
You'd have to convince them to put their hands
Yeah,
on him.
the rest of the crew are there.
Yeah,
the ones who witnessed him sell them out.
Okay, I'm gonna
He
be
actually-
can I hold on? Can I call Brian over to Brian? I need
He is not
come here.
responding.
Come here. Come here. No. Come here. Not can I roll intimidation?
You can with disadvantage.
What? Why? I'm a gamer.
You have a +9. You'll be fine.
But because he knows better.
Come here.
Just because you've now said that you're Lady Marie, you don't
Got
have the
13.
ability to
Come here,
command.
Brian.
Yeah, I've got.
He will
Brian!
acknowledge you, but he is not getting within reach.
I just want to talk.
I could continuously message him
Okay, do you know
really
what?
annoying words
Yeah.
until he comes over
Am
here.
I'm going to cast command. I'm going to cast
Come here.
command and say, "Come here."
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, he is now within reach.
Not towards. I'm not towards.
All right, I'm going to choke him out. He's dead.
Hang on, Lady Marie. I'm sure. Yeah. Brian, come here, mate.
I'm going to choke him out.
just
to the
wanna
bars.
talk.
He's dead. He's dead.
So what do I? Right. So I'm doing that command. What?
If
what
you
am I
can't
rolling?
trust a man of the cloth.
Okay, so command he gets a save against, which he failed.
Left G.
Ellis is going to reach through the bars and start to strangle him.
Well, she's got a dagger as well.
I'm pretty strong.
So you got him, strangle him. You could kidney perforate him. You know.
Lots of options.
I'm like, you don't get to disobey the Empire.
Okay. And now you
He's
have a
dead.
dead body in the cell
I'm
next
down,
to you.
Vader.
It's not my problem.
Yeah, yeah.
Does he have anything in his pockets?
God.
Yeah. We're holding up the corpse, and Reverend's
The rest of the remaining crew, like, okay.
They knew.
Okay, so
we met.
At least one of them's going, he owed me money.
The good news is you do get to shiv him. The bad news is you don't get to kill him.
I'm choking him out.
It's hard to say what happened, because as you like grabbed on and started to strangle, other people were not so on board with you summarily executing somebody right
Lame.
next to them, because you're
Just use
mad.
Eldritch Blast.
I could.
So
you just blow his head off.
Yeah.
In that scuffle,
I do like blowing heads
We are
up.
so ready to kill Brian.
Yes, you are. And you
Like
can.
my fingers are like
you
crackling with purple
Alright.
energy. I'm like, let me at him.
you can save that energy, but the DM's going to do a little bit of a. That's taking a turn out. We can talk later about, but I'm not. No.
Can I stab him mortally?
You can give him a pretty good. You can give him a pretty good wounding before
But he'll
you guys
live.
are pried apart.
Okay, I want to cut his face.
Fair enough.
I want him to wear that forever. If I don't get a kill, yep.
The DM is totally down with that. Plus, the DM doesn't want to deal with a dead body in the next cell because it's going to muck what left of a plot I have.
The real Marie is just like, what the fuck? Like,
He's so mad right now about everything.
I'm
sitting in the corner tinkering.
This is turning out to be a fun day. Actually,
Indeed, it is. You do have the opportunity, though, as they pull him back, and now you've managed. Here's the good news: Brian will never forget having tried to save his own hide.
he is so lucky I didn't take a finger.
The bad news is the 4 other crewmen in that cell want nothing to do with you lot.
It's fine. It was worth it.
That's legit.
That's what intimidation's for, is it not?
That's a that's a vibe.
Yeah.
And things kind of start to settle down for a bit. Chunk of time passes, which is hard to tell because there's not a ton of light down here other than what filters in through the cracks in the wood.
May I distribute presents?
What kind of presents are you distributing?
Ooh.
Just little doohickeys just a little brass box that has a spring on one side and a couple of gears on another that has no discernible purpose.
Sus.
I want it.
That's a bomb.
It's always a bomb.
Genuine question.
Yeah.
Yes. Will this take my hand off if I take this? Will I be minus one hand if I grab it?
No. If it should help in a bad situation, a particular kind of bad situation. It's not. It won't explode. There's no explosives in it.
Can I use my mage hand to slap Brian in the face?
You can torment him as much as you need to feel good about yourself.
Good. I do that.
As they continue, the remaining crew continue to go, wow, y'all are nuts.
Shut up, Brian.
Well, that wasn't Brian.
The other one.
That was Shannon.
Anyway.
She's like, y'all are insane.
Come on, Shannon.
And your cooking wasn't that great, Shannon.
Yeah, Shannon's coming around to the bad guys team right now.
Pond's face is a direct reflection, I think, of how the real lady feels in comparison to this group of people she's stuck in a cell with.
He absolutely is. Yeah.
As you're doing that, you'll notice that a figure has kind of crouched down next to Lady Marie at the far side of the cell. No, the real one. He's got this. His hair is like this really short, chopped, badly chopped, blonde.
Shadow 77 asks for a pause to know how Lady Marie feels right now.
Okay, we did get Pond, tell us. How does Lady Marie feel in this exact moment?
She's
the table is all
definitely
yours for a few.
of mixed emotions. She does not. She strategically, she does agree that based off of the plan that they're trying to do right now, that having Brian alive is not necessarily a good idea because he might clarify who is the real Lady Marie. But she's also not totally upset with that, but she doesn't want Ellis to die over faking her identity. So that's an issue. But the whole tormenting and everything, she's just like, she's in a corner right now, just trying to like calculate a plan. She's like trying to ignore everyone else, but it's very difficult to ignore the scuttle of people, just bickering and tinkering and harassing and everything like that.
Once I stabbed his face, I was done with Brian. So
she definitely gave Ellis a look, which was, you cannot do shit like that again.
Out of curiosity, how many people at the table legitimately believe that Ellis is done with Brian? Just raise your hand if you think this is really the end.
Wait till I get out and I get my weapons back. We'll talk about it later.
I mean,
But
just
right
put
now,
your
it's
hand
like,
up. Just if you think that this is really, truly the end.
Let me just put these under the table.
Yeah, I'm like,
You're on my list, Brian. You know what I'm saying?
I think the Reverend and Ellis have taken it really quite personally. His lack of
Didn't even
loyalty.
save the cat. Like, what the fuck?
Well, my,
right there.
Well,
If we don't think it was Brian, we know it wasn't Brian.
The Reverend
to
has
Brian.
a back history where loyalty is very important.
Legit.
And demonstration.
I'm looking at this strange man that's looking at my good friend who I'm not sleeping with, and and I'm sus.
Oh, the figure that is currently talking to the real Marie?
I don't like it.
Yeah, looks really kind of malnourished too. Very skinny.
Oh my god.
What is he?
They're like their shirt is just kind of hanging off of them. If you can take me with you, I think I can get you off the ship.
How so?
I'm working on it. But you have to take me with you.
I can
And-
arrange that, but it seems like you've been on this ship for quite a long time. So how do I know you're working out something?
Because I don't have the skills you showed in the fight. And I can tell who's in charge here.
Not her.
Face. It's me.
The name's Darby.
Darby? Why are you
Just for
here?
that, I'm hanging out with Sadie. I don't want to talk to you.
Why are you here?
The ship I was on was attacked. And it seemed smarter to join the crew than not.
However, it seems that you were not proven loyal to them as you're here.
Actually, they're not in a cell.
Oh,
They're
shit.
talking to you through the bars.
I see.
I just need to make sure I get my one thing out of the captain's quarters before we go.
what is
I
it?
need to know what it is.
It's a key.
Too.
Treasure?
Can we all hear this?
I don't know. How fixated are you on killing Brian?
Well, now that it's been done, obviously this is, we are very attuned to the fact that
I'm gonna say
on. There's not
no.
much
You're still
entertainment.
trying to kill Brian right now.
I'm not trying to kill
I'm just like
Brian.
slapping him with my mage hand back and forth.
No, but we are obviously going to focus immediately on the fact that there is somebody in front of the cell.
Yeah, I don't want some man talking to my missus.
And
I am 100% oblivious.
I think the Reverend will have picked up again because it's all about threats and stuff.
As the rest of the crew starts to look over at the side of the cell where Darby is currently trying to talk to Marie, he will pick up on that and then immediately take a step back and go, as soon as I know a plan to get into the captain's cabin and get the key, I'll let you know, and we can make an escape, I think.
Can you get us a layout of the boat?
I'm good at making distractions.
And he goes, I'll try. And the more like Reverend and Sadie start to take a step, he turns and just ducks around the bulkhead and heads up the stairs.
I could snap him like a twig.
Which you cannot do right now. A, because you're in a cell, and B, because it's 11 o'clock.
Yes.
We have 4 minutes.
Before, does Ellis say that out loud?
No, I'm just thinking, I'm looking at Brian like, you already know.
You're saying it with your face, but not aloud.
Yeah, I am. I'm looking at him. I'm looking at this small man like I looked at Brian 2 seconds ago.
Marie just looks at her and says, no, off limits until I say otherwise.
I didn't know you were going to stand up for any man.
I am coming up with a plan which is far better than any of you are doing.
This was your plan.
My plan went great.
This was literally your plan. I just hijacked
this is
it.
you hijacked it, and I am continuing the plan because something does not simply stop at any given point.
Can I just say, I have a thundering headache right now. Okay, and so if you like maybe just park this, that'd be absolutely amazing. Yeah, if you can get us off this boat, get us off this boat. Though.
I'll tell you who's not gonna have a play much longer.
Brian.
And on that note, we're going to pick up on that next Saturday.
Poor Brian's got a full week to wait and think about what he did.
Brian did this to himself.
He did.
I don't want to hear poor Brian anything.
Is Brian just before we a quick question before we go? Is he wearing anything around his head or face?
Who's wearing something?
Is it metal?
It doesn't have to be metal. It's literally anything. Like, even like a tie.
Sure.
Whilst he's near the bars, recovering, I'm just gonna touch it. What's it called?
No, gosh.
Don't you fucking heal him.
Yeah, never said I was gonna heal him.
Oh yeah, does anyone need healing?
I do.
But magical tinkering.
The short rest, I had it pretty covered.
The object continuously emits your choice of an odor.
Let's +1.
Nice.
So I'm going to take this scarf or tie that he's wearing just below his breathing apparatus. It is constantly going to smell like Surströmming.
Oh, all right.
Rotting pickled herring.
Is that wafted
That'll
our
make
way? Yes.
It affects anyone within 10 feet of him. So I will quickly leave back to my corner where I will continue to make these little cubes I'm handing out.
So as we wind down this week's session, we are back next Saturday, 8 a.m. Eastern time in the United States, and whatever that time it is for everybody else, you are welcome to join us. There's so much nuts going on. And Mega Murph, since we are wrapping up, I will also thank you for resubscribing for 6 months. We're glad to have you. We love our lurkers. You're always welcome to do so. We'll go around the table. Who are you? Who were you? And what was your star moment of the session? The part that was like, that was cool. We need more of that. And we're going to go around the same order we did when we started. So Pond gets to kick it off again.
Oh God, why me? Hi, I'm Pond. You can find me at That Other Pond on Twitch, where I stream things, and I play Lady Marie Vicari, who is the Imperial Princess. She's a human paladin, and my star moment is probably that the cat made it aboard the next ship. Just gotta look after the cats. Also, I did enjoy just seeing everyone's character kind of come through, and like, this is a chaotic mess, but it's also really like it's everyone's kind of sticking with their character of poor Landry. He's like, yeah, it is. It's a mess.
Hey,
but,
he blew the ship up, not us.
We're figuring it out. But yeah, like this was definitely like a situation where I saw no good way out of anything whatsoever. And so seeing everyone trying to handle that in one way or another was very interesting.
Yes. Yes, it was. Les, you're up.
Hello. You can call me Les. You can find me nowhere, which is it. I just mainly piggyback off other people's shit. Don't shake your head. Like, don't be like that.
We can find you all kinds of places. Don't pretend.
I played the real Lady Marie, 100% legit. Definitely not lying about that. That's definitely me. And I think that my star of the night was probably like people like I was probably the part when Sadie was trying to figure out how to disguise white hair, and we learnt that ketchup is made with mushrooms, and that makes people's hair brown. Very good.
And mad. It makes them very mad.
You're not wrong. Yeah.
Mushroom ketchup is a real thing. It's supposed to be very good.
Disgusting.
It was
Like
the original
mushrooms.
ketchup. Tomato ketchup came later.
Daddy Wisdom, you're up.
Hello. Yes. So my name's Daryl, Daddy Wisdom across the internets. I stream under Daddy Wisdom on Twitch. Do various things. Talk a lot about food and things and whatnot. Today, as I was the Reverend Boddington, who he's still now trying to shake off what is becoming a bit of a raging hangover now. After what has been a bit of an eventful series of events. My star moment? Good question. I think I'm enjoying the fact that I think his professional relationship with Ellis continues to grow, and that they're kind of just seeing each other kind of do what they do. And so there's been a lot of nods towards them, and it's why he gave you one of his daggers. I don't just give these away. These cost money, my friends. Yeah. Do you know how much it is for one of these? 5 silver pieces. Yeah. Rip off, really. But
Brian loved it. Brian loved it. I'd say that much.
Yeah, it's good edge on it. But but I think it's just the fact that I think he's had I mean, he got beaten up a bit. Well, he killed somebody, but then also got beaten up. But he's having a rare old time. He's quite enjoying it. So. Yeah, I think it's the fact that he's definitely enjoying the kind of enjoying the chaos, basically. I think that's fair to say. So that's the Reverend at the moment.
Awesome. And then Snafu Al.
I'm Snafu Al. I speedrun and play Vermintide. I also do escape rooms over on my Twitch channel. I played Innis with his gun, which wasn't the most effective. I think Heat Metal did a bit more today. I think my star moment was environmental use in combat. Just dropping the hatch to drop people through to the deck below it's not something a lot of people would necessarily think to do. And being a wrestling nerd, I'm always a fan of seeing people drop through tables.
Yeah.
Fuck tables.
That works. And then last but absolutely not least, Jenna.
Jenna Daggers, Midichlorian. Find me anywhere under any of those names. I was Sadie, the menace, also a bard lock. And my star moment was probably going back and forth with Reverend about when or when not we should go invisible and how to go about the stabbing. And then all of the chaos erupted from there. And obviously Confi being the actual Imperial Princess.
That's true.
Oh, yeah, because...
Confi has the ring.
Confi has the ring.
He has the ring. Yep. You have to keep your hands on that duck.
Of course.
Oh, yeah, that's not going to become a plot point next week. And my
At
name
least
is...
for the next 1 to 2 days.
Yeah. Yeah, because I have an agreement we can't kill the duck, so there's no getting the ring out early.
We could give them
No
some
wonder
oil.
you were like, no wonder you were like, are you sure he ate the ring? Is he actually eating the ring? Are you?
We ate it.
That feeling when you've made your DM have to look up the metabolic rate of a duck.
This is why I'm asking. If we gave them some oil, would that kind of
It might.
Smooth it through. Okay.
No.
My name is Rob, aka Lantern Noir. I do Dungeons and Dragons Saturday mornings at 8 a.m. here. I do coffee and hang out on Sunday mornings at the same time. And then Sunday nights and Wednesday nights, we also do Dungeons and Dragons at 7 p.m. again, Eastern time. And you will get to see Pond back for that because she is also in my Wednesday night game because apparently she can't get enough of me, which is scary and slightly off brand, but yeah, is what it is. And so thank you everybody for coming by today. Especially thank you to Mega Murph and Wooly for resubscribing. Yeet, if you are still here, thank you for subscribing and joining our and supporting us that way. And Suspicious, thank you for adding into the follow and becoming part of our family. It's great to have you here. I am going to send you off to some more Dungeons and Dragons fun. We're glad to have you two here, Seelan. It's good to have you. More D&D fun. We're going to ship you off so you can enjoy that. If that is what your Saturday mornings are your jam, then that's what you should definitely be doing more of. So we're going to drop it on Scott the Dude, who is currently running through Ice Pyre. It's that icy one. But it's a good adventure, and they do a great job over there. Ice Pyre Peak. Don't say that too fast. And so thank you for coming by and being part of that. We will see you all next time. We're back next week, as far as I know. So until then, wherever you are, whatever you're doing, enjoy your holidays in a safe way. Enjoy them responsibly. Raise a glass for St. Patrick's Day if you haven't, because you're overdue. And we'll see you back next Saturday.